Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
There we are.
Oh, look at all
RPG
these.
Short Shots.
Look at all these people.
Yep, all these wonderful people. We are currently outside of Durlag's tower. Oh my god! And so we're going to pick right back up where we left off only seconds before a week ago. Let's start by introducing the cast. Zephyr.
Hello, I am the Geeky Seamstress, and I am playing Zephyr, who is a Horizon Walker Ranger.
Woo. All right, yep.
Hey, I'm the Afternoon Rooster. I am playing Yip Kalifiki. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to talk today. Wow. I am also playing a Horizon Walker Ranger.
Sometimes. Karis.
Hi guys, I'm Sid, and I'll be playing Kara Stormbolt, a monk barbarian, dragonborn monk barbarian. That's me.
Right. And Thexel.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I am playing Thixel Honore, a dragonborn bard and painter extraordinaire. You may have heard of me.
Awesome. Reed.
I am Reed. Actually, I'm Reed. I am Renard McCall, but you can call me Rennie for short. I am a rock gnome with a little bit of sticky finger action. Let us play.
Hi. And I am Vincent's son, aka Mike, and I'll be your host today. So let's jump right back in. As I said, when we last left off, the party had definitely handled several threats, including some pretty wicked demons with some large horns that are now at least partially in the possession of Yip, who intends to turn them into wonderful drinking goblets. As well as being harassed by a pair of pesky dwarf assassins who were also handled with relative ease by our very quick and very electric Karis. And so we pick back up outside the brew hall, we'll say.
Oh, there's a brew hall. So we're just going to cut that guy loose like that, huh?
Yes. Being slightly merciful. You recall the pair of dwarves who were actually brother and sister were harassing you from afar, closing the distance. The female dwarf succumbed to the assault. The male, quite intimidated by Thexel's strength and ability to hoist him with one hand with that beautiful natural 20. He agreed rather reluctantly to depart for now, taking his sister with him, his departed sister. And as you shook on it, you realized that this dwarf had an elven hand.
Which is creepy.
Creepy. Right before we left, you did sense, as Karis, you sensed that they departed through some sort of magical portal with your abilities.
I think it was Yip.
Was it Yip? Yes, Yip, sorry. And Yip. We're starting early today.
We're all flying.
And we are back. Let's see, go to the map.
Well, I guess that went well. I'm going to go in this building and start checking it out. There's got to be something in here.
How's everyone feeling? Are we needing a nap at all, or is everyone all right?
I
feel
think
like we
I'm
all
still
handled that pretty
poisoned.
well.
All
I
right.
think I'm still poisoned. Actually.
You are still poisoned.
Yeah. I should have took that next level.
I go into the building.
Yep.
All right.
What
I'm
am I
gonna follow him.
Oh, you're following me
Oh,
this
so-
time instead of telling me there's those things in here and you needed some help, but not mentioning there's the three things that are trying to kill us. That's nice of you.
They were interesting, weren't they?
We came from the southmost building, right?
They smelled
Yeah.
like rotting
Yes.
meat
That
The
was
building-
the stable.
and feet.
Yes, the building immediately to the south of the tower is the stable. Nothing of note was discovered there. You then moved over to the west, and this is, and I think I said a brew hall. It's a Hearth Forge. My apologies. This is a fairly decayed area. that was a forge. It is currently very, very cold and has not been used in some time. As a reminder, before the beasts made their presence known, you did determine that there were some fallen symbols off the walls on the floor scattered around.
Mm-hmm.
So I go right on in.
All right. So, for the rest of you, what is your plan?
I'm gonna go in with them and
Okay.
search around.
I'll keep watch outside.
Okay.
I will watch from outside by the door in case I can give a hand.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just take up a post to this
Outside.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go opposite of the side where Zephyr is. So
Okay.
and just right here.
Right here.
All right. We will then turn our attention inward to Renard and Yip, who are back inside, this time hopefully with a slightly different outcome, although the party was handled that well. We have, as I said, a Hearth Forge. It hasn't been lit in years. There are holy symbols that are all around the floor. Anyone have religion as an expertise or practiced in dwarven religion? No?
I could take a crack at it, but
Same here.
yeah.
No. No.
All
no,
right.
Nope. Not as a proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are stylized hammers, and I think just enough. Obviously, you're slightly familiar with some of the deities, and Moradin is not an uncommon name to be thrown around.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Just before Rennie walks in, I'll just say, Rennie, you're great. Good job. And I very reluctantly pat him on the shoulder because he's still covered in guts.
Please don't pick me up with one arm and shake me.
No,
Okay.
of course not.
All right. Yeah.
Go you. And I give him bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. All right.
Yeah.
Starting quickly. As we mentioned last time, the walls of this building look like they are buckling, but they still hold strong. But it almost looks like the roof is too heavy for these walls the way they are. Looking around, as I said, there are some stylized hammers and symbols of various kinds. You also notice that there is one in particular that looks to have gems encrusted on it around various, very specifically ordered and placed to be extra fancy.
Well, that seems like a plot hook if I ever heard one. I'm going to run right up to that one. And first, before I touch it, I'm going to take a look around and see if there's anything extra attached to this thing that may kill me.
Okay. Investigation for me.
Investigation. Okay,
Is it a
I've got
plot
investigation.
hook or an actual hook?
10.
With a 10.
Yeah.
It might be an actual hook. No, it is. It's very fancy. It does not look particularly trapped or it just looks like
Not particularly trapped. That is some
Particularly
awkward
trapped.
language, my friend.
as intended.
Yeah.
So it
Doesn't look
looks,
particularly trapped. How big is this thing?
It's good size. You don't need to be an expert in the maths to realize that it's a fairly good size that would not easily fit in like the gate as is. But
Is
you
it like
do.
trash
I
can
will
lid
say.
sized?
What's that?
Trash can
Oh.
lid size, maybe?
Yeah. For you, yeah. As a shorter folk, it definitely.
Well, trash
would
can's
fit
the
like
same
on your
size
head.
regardless of my size, so they don't. Yeah.
No, but you put your hands kind of like this. So
Oh,
it's
okay. All right, cool.
It's a
it's
sled.
about that.
What's it made of?
It's made of the same material as the unadorned ones. It just has some extra gems on it, and it has the it's not otherwise unique. Maybe a little bit more fancy in like the carvings and the filigree on the item itself.
Do you think this thing may? And I look over. I'm gonna look over at Rooster or Yip and say, "So this thing's covered in gems. Those 3 things were in here. You think they were using this as the bait?"
I would most definitely say so. Can I do an investigation check to
Absolutely.
kick around too?
Absolutely.
10.
I rolled a 10.
Fantastic.
Today is the 10 day.
It really is.
10 out of 10.
Oh, love it.
All right. So not, I'll say nothing different from your perspective. You do notice the gem encrusted one doesn't have anything obvious that makes it look like it was placed on the wall. So its origin is not exactly easy to intuit at this point. You do, however, notice that of some of the ones that did fall off the wall, they do have the method of mounting, I guess best way to say, is attached to the actual hammer itself. It's not like a hook or anything like that. There's a peg that actually sticks out the back of the hammer.
I'll go pick one up.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
Oh, that die is gone forever. I threw it all the way off my thing. We'll do this one. Boom.
2. Awesome. Okay, so you pick up one. This one, the nearest one to you, is actually chipped, and it looks like some of the haft has been broken off. You see otherwise that it looks intact. There's another one nearby though, and so in comparison, this one looks in pretty good shape. It has it's stone. The haft and the hammerhead are built in such a way that you could see that it might have some functional use, but not apparent yet what that might be. The peg that affixes to the wall looks like it's got a bit of a hook to it that allows it to hold fast to something.
Do all of the hammers and I have that same style hook?
All but the ornate one. The ornate one is not at all. It doesn't have that feature. It just has the various gems. This is not a functional hammer, if you will. These gems are placed in such a way to be completely decorative.
Okay.
Unless you like to bust your gems on stuff when you hit it with the hammer.
Most of the time, the gems bust other things. They're hard.
They're hardish.
Yeah. What else are we finding in here? Start rummaging through corners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh.
Definitely that you've identified the smell of the rotting meat.
I found where they use the bathroom.
And that as well, yes. Indeed. Wet, as I think as we mentioned before, the smell of like wet iron and rotting meat is really what you get out of this place. And as you rummage around the corners and the various areas, you notice that the beasts, in this case the Tanarooks, were probably finding rodents and other little things and feasting, but probably not enough to satisfy their hunger, which is why they attacked you so quickly. And I think with enough time and study, you might learn a bit more how demons use the restroom, but that'll be something that you're not going to do in the field.
I'm not picking through that.
No.
That, whatever's
Right.
under there, stays under there. I don't care how valuable it is. I'm not touching it.
What if the cog that we need's in there?
Don't care. That's now the poops cog. You can reach in there. I'm not doing it.
You know what? I will, because we need to get in that tower.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna search the opposite corner.
Just be like,
You're reaching in with the hand? Okay.
yeah.
I gotta go outside for a minute.
All
Just
right.
sitting there.
All right. Give me a Constitution save.
Ooh.
All right. So
Nice.
you do hold your cookies. No problem with that. It's foul. It's disgusting, but you're made of sterner stuff.
See, I told you we
However-
just needed to check in here.
Yeah. However, you do come back. I won't say you come back dry, because you certainly do not. But you do come back without anything of note discovered.
Don't touch me. Don't you touch?
Come here.
Don't,
Hey,
no,
let
no,
me.
no.
No,
I will cut you.
I just start flinging my hand around,
No.
flinging it everywhere to get it off.
I cast prestidigitation from a distance.
Thank you.
Stop it.
All right.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you
Yeah.
hadn't flung too much before that happened, or
Oh,
we'd have to figure out who got some on them.
Okay, so no cog then?
no, but we're stealing the sign and the hammer. Anything else we say of value in there?
Not in this area. This area at this point, anything functional, useful, or otherwise interesting, has been lost to the years and decay, and any previous scavengers that may have been able to make it out alive.
I kind of got a bad feeling about taking these things, but good decisions never gave us good stories. So, good stories start with bad decisions, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm now
That's why I
walking
brought you
around
in
with
with
a
me.
trash can lid sized whatever the hell that thing is encrusted in gems.
Okay.
And I guess Yip's got a hammer made of ruby or whatever it is.
I'll pick up each of the hammers.
Each
if I
of
can
them?
hold
Okay.
If I can hold them.
Do you have a bag?
I should. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Cool.
You can certainly do that. So are you just going to stuff them in your bag?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here, you want to hold this one for me?
I can use it as a shield.
I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think it was built for that. Maybe it
Yeah,
was.
I'll hold it. If I can attach it to my back, I'll just attach it to my back.
Okay.
If
As
you don't have to
you're
carry.
rummaging through your bag to store some of these hammers, you do notice there's something in there that wasn't there before when you first showed up. It is a scroll.
Ooh.
A what?
I try to look at it, open it up, read it.
All right. So this scroll is a scroll of teleportation. It has a note scrawled in common that you can read without any trouble. And it says effectively, each of you has one of these to return if needed or when complete. You also see some runes inscribed around the scroll. The note continues that the runes will help defeat the magic that prevents some forms of teleportation in and around the tower. And then it's signed Seer.
Okay.
Andy.
Always thinks of everything. Got all the angles covered.
And each of us has one of those, right? Correct?
And yeah, if you search your own bags or possessions, you'll find that each of you has one.
How'd she
If
get
you
in
have
there?
no bag whatsoever, anybody have no bag or no other way to secret a scroll?
I'm a walking giant back bunch of pouches. and-
He's a cargo pocket.
yeah, a giant bunch of them.
Karis, Dexel, Zephyr, you all have bags to speak of?
Yes.
Yeah, bag.
Perfect.
I think I don't carry a bag around, but I do have like painter's overalls on with loads of pockets where I keep all my stuff. So
Okay.
it's probably in a pocket somewhere.
Yeah, in a pocket. Otherwise, Reed would have had several on his person. Rennie's got lots of secret stuff.
How'd she get them in all these different crevices? I don't know, but that's creepy.
My glaive has a pouch. No.
Oh yeah. Should you survive? That would be a wonderful question to ask.
No, I don't want to ask her because then it ruins the mystery, you know.
Ruins the mystery. All right.
Right. Which building are we looking at next then?
I'm following you guys.
That would
Preferably
be
ones
the
that don't have
one over
devil
there.
poop in it.
Be the one over in the east.
Yep. So there's a building to the east as well as the two towers in various states of disrepair.
I'll go over to the next building.
Okay.
Just follow.
Okay.
I wanna look at the tower though. Just
Tower. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All the way over.
yeah, not going in it or just.
Nope. That works. So as you approach the eastern tower, one moment. You can kind of observe that over the years the tower has had numerous visitors. I think we talked about this previously. As people try to penetrate this tower and the secrets within, they often erect permanent, semi-permanent types of structures to use as a camp or to settle in, marking their territory. A lot of times also that when folks come in, they would attempt to stake their claim by destroying others or previous dwellings and structures. This is one of those cases. What you see is there's chains, large chains, like unnaturally large for what would be an obvious method of their transport from what you can see, have been wrapped around where the tower was, and you can see that they've been used to pull them down. The chains are still there. The tower is basically rubble. You see roughly the remains of a foundation, and this is all regular stone, so there's nothing particularly interesting or magical about the stone itself, other than it looks like it's been bleached by the sun. It is faded, it is dusty. So that's the tower to the east.
Let's look for debris in the ground real quick to see if we got any indications of what was pulling these things down. It might be useful.
Okay. Anybody that's interested or looking, give me a investigation roll, please.
Yep. Strong showing with an 8.
12.
Okay.
12 for cares. I'm more interested in the rope. I mean, not the rope, the chain itself.
Okay.
How big are they?
Oh, they're pretty large. So this was several 100 pounds of chain and various lengths of what's still good. Some of the chain has looked like it's been damaged, destroyed, or just if it's been used for something, it just hasn't really been particularly cared for. So it's in various poor shape. Some links are a little bit more sturdy, were protected by the elements a little bit, and haven't seen as much decay, rust, etc.
Yeah, wrap it around my hand and use it to hit people with.
It's a little big for that. So
All right, that's that. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to try to figure out.
Okay.
With my 12.
Is it like giant size chain?
Giant, like we're not talking about like links like
Okay.
this. We're talking about links. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Probably carted in with a horse and team or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why would they spend all this time pulling it down when they could just, knock it down. Seems like a lot of work.
Pride, maybe. That's usually what's the reason when
Yep.
something doesn't.
Our
seem to make
chains
sense.
are so good we can pull down towers with them. Because, attaching them to a tower and dragging them down, that's pride right there in your chain workmanship. I bet you there was a chain company that did this. Yeah, they probably used it as advertising. They made those like illusion advertisings that they throw into the local broadsheets in Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate and stuff, and they show the chain. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Okay. I just turn around and go back to the other.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
The
no,
other
no
place.
sense. Yeah.
I think everybody is heading towards the dwelling now, the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. This structure, you find yourself facing a large craft hall. So this is the craft hall that I mentioned previously. This is very obviously a dwarven structure of festivity.
Oh.
Pilgrimage to the tower. The dwarves have erected this building. It looks like it was very functional for what would pass as entertainment or a place of common gathering. Going in.
There,
Outside?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a door on it? There?
Oh yeah, there is. I'll say there is a bit of a door. It's not super well fit at this point. It's kind of disrepair and is hanging a little bit askew.
I would like to put my hand on my sword, ease up to the door, and open it and see, anybody home?
As you touch the door, you get a sense, almost a sixth sense of like reverie, dwarven, just raucous laughter and something like celebration. There's nothing in front of you. There's no one there to your eyes, but you get this sort of sense of better times and bygone days that this dwelling may have experienced.
So be one of those. Wow, they used to have a lot of fun in here. I'd like to proceed inside.
All right.
I strut in after Yip. This is my place.
I watched them do that from outside.
From outside.
Last time I walked in, 3 things tried to eat me, so no.
Hey, Randy, you coming?
Is there stuff that's interesting inside like last time?
I mean, I'm inside. Does that count?
Is there anything interesting in here?
Yes. As a matter of fact, so what you see at first glance, and there's enough damage to the roof and some of the structure to let enough light in, you can see evidence of old copper stills, and you can see like the remains of dehydrated hops that have basically decayed into dust, but you sort of see this is where the spirits were prepared and all of the what might be the source of the happiness that still exists in this room.
I'm gonna shout over my shoulder. Hey, Randy, come check this out and tell us if this still works. This is up your alley, and it's not anything dangerous that I can see.
I look at Ella and Carries and say, you heard them. If they're lying, be prepared to keep up with me when I start running. And I step in.
Okay.
I'll go in as well.
Oh
Awesome.
my
All right.
goodness gracious.
Karis, you're staying outside?
This is a party brewery.
For now.
Okay. You hear the wind pick up just a little bit as you're now out there alone. But we'll turn our attention back inside. So as you said, most of these old copper stills look like they're fairly banged up and fallen apart with age and disrepair. The hops, again, just mostly decayed out into unusable mess, muck, organic material.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Is there tables and chairs like where people would sit down and eat?
A couple.
Is there a stage?
There is not a stage. This was definitely a functional space, more than something to sort of allow for that kind of leisurely activity. But you do see there are a few barrels and things that might have been improvised as tables and stools and various sort of things where people might have congregated a little bit.
What's the floor made of in here? Is it wood or stone?
It is wood, in fact, and you can see the hops I mentioned are sort of off to the side. There's something that looks a little bit like a lower area, almost a cellar, but not at all hidden or below the floor level. It's just kind of a lower area.
I want to kind of walk around and investigate the floor to see if there's any hidden compartments or anything.
Give me an investigation, please. Absolutely.
Oh!
Nice.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Nat 20. All right. You see the floor itself doesn't show any particular secrets as far as like hidden compartments or trapdoors or anything like that. You do notice that there are symbols or little icons that are etched into various points. They look to be images of a dwarven figure. There's in particular several that look like a dwarven individual playing a trick on somebody, or like just very comical relief type of sketchings and etchings at various points.
Okay.
You also get the impression that just as you're still looking around, you can see that some of these stills probably or might be repairable if given some time and some interest or inclination.
Do I get the sense that this entire brewery setup is intact?
It's not completely intact, but it's something that you could probably spend a little time on, or you could potentially extract with some effort and time and some help of either magic help or oxen and carts.
Okay, don't touch any valves. Don't touch anything, because I think, guys, we just got ourselves our side hustle. If we can get all of this out of here, we have a serious, no kidding, high-end dwarven brewery.
How are we going to get it out of here if you told us don't touch anything?
We're not taking it today because none of us have pockets big enough, but let's not break any of it. So when we come back, and we will, we've got a brewery.
Okay. Hey, we could set up one of these tables for a stage for Thexel.
Yeah, why don't you just give us some slight music while we keep looking around, some finding stuff music. Finding keys that are hidden, maybe.
Well, if you insist. Thixel takes out like a miniature version of like those kettle drums, or like a steel drum the little things and just starts playing one of those on one of the cross-legged on one of the tables.
I think I used to have an oatmeal container about that size I used to drum on as a kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1 performance check, so it's probably not that good.
So, maybe you shouldn't help us with finding stuff music.
It's not finding stuff music. Texel's just jamming out,
Yeah.
having fun. It's the wrong kind of music.
That's a distraction.
Yeah, it definitely was vibing, but I don't know if it was helping.
Is there anything else that
So
we
there's-
located in this building that's
In this building, you're going to find yourself finding more just implements of the craft here, and while some of the icons scratched into the various surfaces are funny or lewd or otherwise distracting, they don't tell at least a story that you would be able to pick up on at first glance. Maybe the scrawler had an intention or not.
how intact is this building?
The building itself is in disrepair, but it's relatively stable. It's not crumbling. Apparently it's functional and useful enough that no one saw fit to destroy it in their asserting of dominance.
This is probably going to be where we camp for the night if we camp. Just put that in your back pocket.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yep. All right. And I'm out of options. I don't find anything else, I'm assuming.
Yeah, other than that, you do not find anything else of material use.
No sealed and preserved beverages?
Well, you want to check out the barrels a little bit?
Yes.
Oh, there's
Go for it.
barrels?
A couple of barrels.
That could be investigation.
Yeah.
23.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
So the barrels that had been used as stools, being generally portable and otherwise functional, appear to be empty, well constructed but empty. The ones used as tables are a little heavier, but you can't tell if there's anything. It's like sand or something had been put in just to keep them stable and sturdy as fights could break out in some of these situations. You do, however, see a couple of smaller barrels, almost personal stock, if you will, that are sort of tucked out in the corner behind some of the stills, and you find one of them looks to have a liquid inside.
Ooh.
Sloshes just a little bit.
I would like to try it.
Okay.
And I'm going to show it to everybody. Be like, anybody up for a shot?
I don't know where that's been, so I'm going to watch you guys drink it.
I know, right?
Dexel, keep rocking out. Keep rocking out,
Yeah.
Dexel.
It-
Carries,
Ah.
are you where you can drink stuff and not get hurt?
Shouting out.
I peek in and said no.
Okay.
And just stick my head back out and just wait to see if anything shows up.
He's like eating a piece of snack and just like, and then peeks back in. Yeah.
Meat stick.
Yeah.
It's
All right. So you're gonna look around and tap this thing?
Yes.
All right, no problem. You can absolutely do that. Probably dusty cup or two that you can find. Any of the nicer things have been mistreated a little bit. A little chip on the side. But absolutely no problem. Go ahead.
All right.
It is. You drinking?
Yes.
Just the one?
Just the
Anyone
one.
else? All right. You feel the kick almost before it touches your tongue. You know
One of
it's
those.
there. It's got a potent. Yes, indeed.
Holy crap!
You're feeling pretty good. Give me a percentile roll.
Oh no.
Oh, crap. Just a D100. Whatever
Yeah,
that
just
one there is.
100.
Oh, God.
He rolled a 13. He rolled an unlucky 13.
Unlucky
Oh, no.
13, but for you're living large and
Oh,
yeah. It's good. It's real good.
God. Yeah! Go Thexel! Woo!
All right.
Ugh.
You see, you can see kind of etched on the side of the barrel as you're going. It says Burgodane's fire spirits.
Wait. Burgodane's fire spirits.
Yes,
Isn't that stuff legendary?
This
I've only
is
heard
mine now.
legends of that stuff.
Well,
You want some now?
No! But that's probably extremely valuable.
It's mine
If
now,
this
then.
was the if this was the brewery that made it, we might be able to deduce the formula.
Hey, Ready? I need you to fix this thing. I like this.
We could certainly try, but I don't know that we should do it here right now. It's
Okay, that is fair enough.
Yeah, you should probably put that in your sack though, just in case we can't come back for any reason.
Yep.
Sack's getting kind of full, folks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up nothing else.
Okay.
all right.
Well, I mean, you can always drink that stuff to get rid of it. I mean, like, I don't recommend it, but you could.
I probably will.
Yeah. How flammable is that stuff?
Oh,
God.
it's potent. It's potent in many ways.
All right.
Let me just put this around here.
Do I
right
see
here.
hair
Okay.
actively growing from his chest after drinking that? Just curious.
Yeah. Not so much the hair, but you definitely. It's almost as if there's a bit of heat coming off of his breath, even though it's not cold. The air is not cold.
All right.
Okay.
Right. What would you guys like to do next?
I do a very dramatic, like quiet to loud flourish at the end of the song, and then bow.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Anyways, we should probably get moving.
Where to next?
How are things outside, Karis? You sure you don't want a drink of this? It's good.
I respectfully decline. No. I'll be
Okay.
fine.
More for me.
Everything. Yeah. That's more for you.
So
Anything happened while I was outside?
So while you were outside, you hear. So as I said, the wind had picked up a little bit. It kind of died off, ebbs and flows just a little. You do hear the sound of, I'll say, various sounds of rustling and wildlife out in the distance. They're keeping their distance from you, especially after that battle that took place previously. You do hear also a bit of I won't call it a commotion, but just what sounds like some more earnest rustling happening to the south of you a little ways. You can't identify the noise other than just like if there was a larger animal or something grazing, or maybe something that had passed through the area disturbing. It's like a little bit of a natural passage type of sound.
Nothing to worry about. All's fine. And yeah, you keep that barrel to yourself. I'm all.
Okay.
Everything's fine. If I took that one more level, one more level of monk, sure. And, I'm all right.
So I guess just to the other tower then?
Well,
Yeah.
if you say there's some ruckus to the south, I mean, there's a big copse of trees down there. I don't think we should just not check it out. We should check out the tower, too. I mean, we shouldn't not check that out either, but what do you guys want to do?
I think the trees are closer. Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and go check those out.
Well, how about Zephyr and Yip lead the way, and then who's gonna be right behind them?
I can.
That sounds
You
like a
and
smart
Fixel?
move. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, I'm gonna be right behind you.
I'll bring up the rear.
That's because you
Don't-
can run to the front faster than anyone else carries. I've seen you. You're unbelievably fast.
All right. So as the party makes their way south to the tops of trees. One moment. Here we go. These trees are out of place, if that makes sense. This is a rockier sort of flat, cleared area, but these trees stick out like a sore thumb, about 30 feet overhead, and the branches don't start until you're 20 feet up, and so it's very shaded and overgrown, but these are just huge, impressive trees. The canopy itself, it's almost as if the trees wove into each other to create a very very fine mesh to protect from the elements. This whole place just feels out of place.
Mm.
So,
I
anyone
want to
else?
go.
Go ahead.
So I was going to go forward just a little bit. Forests are one of the places I feel most comfortable. So this sticking out like a sore thumb is going to pique my curiosity. So I'm going to go right about here, and well, I'll go here and just kind of take a look around and see if anything else looks out of place.
So very out of place. And now that you're closer and really looking for it, you notice several things additionally. This ground around the tower is very rocky and very
Tower?
It's salty. Around the tower, Durlag's tower.
Okay,
This whole
okay.
area is very rocky terrain, and there's sediment. It's very mineral heavy sediment. It would not grow. It would not grow what you see naturally in any way. These trunks are strong and thick. The branches and the leaves are vibrant, and the soil even has a marshy, squishy kind of texture, as if it's full of water. Everything here is as if it had been forced to grow and given optimal conditions to thrive.
Given my knowledge of forests, would I be inclined to have some insight that this might have been grown by magic?
Oh, absolutely. This, I mean, you'd have to work at it for this to not have been a planned almost structure. It is a little haphazard in that you can see some areas where if you had planned this fully, you wouldn't have quite done it the way it was done, but you can see it was made to work. And in some areas there was evidence of like a hastily added piece or branch or rock or piece of moss that sort of binds something together that would have otherwise probably not lasted as long as this appears to have.
Okay. Well, I'll go back out and kind of explain to everybody that this was most definitely grown by magic. These are not necessarily supposed to be here.
Okay. You also now hear a voice. This voice is quiet from your perspective. It's a little in the distance, best you can tell. It is muttering quite I'll say the words are hard to make out sometimes, but it's almost as if you're hearing a one-sided conversation. It's like maybe today's today, this day, no, or another day. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
I'll kind of whip around.
Looking,
So weird.
say off to the southwestish. At this point, that you hear that, and you then the wind picks up just a little bit again. It comes and goes. It's not a persistent wind, but it does ebb and flow.
Do any of you hear that?
Dex,
Yeah.
did you hear that? Because if you heard it, I heard it. Because if you didn't, I didn't hear it at all.
I just thought she was muttering to herself, but I'm guessing it was something else.
Okay.
Since I'm closer to Zephyr and that, would I heard it about as well as she did?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I mean, it's almost you hear almost getting a little louder and a little bit more presence to it. You can see a figure sort of passing in and out of the backside of the trees opposite you, coming from the south and heading towards the north. And you can see kind of almost a haphazard sort of movement as this creature, looks to be a female, touches a rock and leans over and says, you know, not for you, not this time. And then on to the next thing, a tree, a trunk, hand on the trunk, and just a word of, you know, just a polite greeting almost. Then off to the next and the next and the next, and it's just almost random passage between rock and tree and branch and root, and everything gets a hello, except there's just one rock in the middle that doesn't have a lot of moss on it, and it gets a dismissive sort of go away kind of wave, and then off to the next thing.
I would like to attempt to approach her as I guess as not going towards any of my weapons or anything, just as friendly as possible.
Okay.
You said she's down in here. This
Yeah, she's
area?
kind of down. She was down
Over
there,
there.
and she's been making her way to the east, into the northeast, so the other end of the of the area. As she kind of crosses, you saw as she kind of waved dismissively at the rock. She kind of turned away and was heading back in the other direction she had originally intended. She turns again, and the rock's kind of placed between you at this angle, at the way that she's sitting there, and she kind of shouts pretty loudly. It's like, "You're not welcome here!" and kicks the mossy, muddy dirt towards you and the rock, and then turns back around and starts almost stalking away a little bit angry looking.
Hello. Why am I not welcome here?
And she kind of turns around a little distracted almost, looks vaguely in your direction, although not exactly facing you straight on, and says, not you, the that, and waves sort of just completely casually and not at all with any kind of accuracy towards the rock, just vaguely in that direction.
All right, can we help you? I have friends here with us.
I had friends once. Friends don't help. Friends leave. Friends. What are friends?
You could be my friend.
Oh.
I like having friends. I like meeting new people.
Would you leave? Would you also? and you can see the agitation's creeping up. It's almost a flash of uncertainty and then panic and then back to uncertainty, and then she seems to sort of shake it off a little bit. Looking at you again, she starts stalking. I say stalking. It's a purposeful, almost a forward lean as she now starts advancing towards you.
I'd start walking into the woods towards her.
Okay.
I'll follow cautiously.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll
Maybe
watch
I can hide in
cautiously
there.
from behind Thexel.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay out here because we are fully gonna leave later. So let's just wait.
Karis, what's your plan?
Yell to help. I'll help, but I'm just staying out. It's
Okay. So, Yip, I would like you to roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Oh no, we got to roll initiative now. Here we go.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll initiative, but for right now, it's just going to be Yip and
We've got a round of being like, oh, whoa, whoops, misread that.
Oh, that's okay. That's good.
So yeah, I got a 16.
All right, well, you will definitely get to go first because this individual got a 12.
Nice.
All right, so Karis, Yip, we'll go ahead and advance down to you. So she is now sort of it's something halfway between a stalk and a stumble and just a bit of a clumsy advance in your direction. For the moment, I'll say she's about let's go with about 40 or so feet from you and moving vaguely in your direction. Let me see if I can put an icon on there.
and we can see all that's happening, right?
You can see all this. You can see that Yip had sort of made the overture. She responded in kind and is now approaching.
Kind of stumbling around like a drunk pirate.
A drunk pirate's not a bad look for it. Yep.
Well, even though we've done initiative, I still want to stay non-hostile.
Okay.
Same.
So,
Okay.
and I will stay right here and let her proceed to get closer.
All right.
And I'll still keep talking to her, you know.
Okay.
And I'll be like, well, my name's Yip. Who are you?
She kind of, as she's advancing towards you, 5 feet. She's still casting about in directions, and at 10 feet, you see the eyes are starting to focus on you specifically. She looks to the ground, sort of to either side of her. At 15 feet, she's got a little bit more of a steady gait. Some of that stumbliness was starting to sort of fall away, whether it's from focus or just from what you can tell. At 20 feet, she kind of looks to the right, and there's a particular trunk there that looks like it has a fair bit of almost damage to it. Like a large creature had sort of either bashed into it, or I think like rucked the antler. Just a little bit of damage, nothing major. And she wheels on the foot and just careens right towards that and puts a hand on it and starts to rub. And she's like, "Oh, there, we'll get you fixed right up." And then she kind of looks back towards you and sees you again, and then she starts to push. She pushes off that tree and starts to head in your direction again. I'm gonna stop her there. And what are you going to do?
I'm gonna look over my shoulder and in a low voice, tell Zephyr, let's make sure we don't hurt anything in here.
Okay.
Good plan.
So she's now that she's close enough for almost a conversational thing. She's rounded on you, and she's advancing very intently now. She's finally caught you in her mind fully and focused, and she's getting worked up, a little bit more agitated. She's like, Who are you? Who sent you? That fat one in the tower? Something else? You come alone?
No, I have some friends. We're here to investigate the tower.
The tower.
Yeah.
She starts to rave a little bit, just muttering about stupid friends never stick, tower, and idiotic fat one.
We mean you and all our surroundings here, absolutely no harm. We're just trying to find the missing piece to open the door at the tower.
Okay.
Do you happen to know anything about this?
No things. Yes, I know things about this. And she hand, just like a hand motion. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Thixel, I think this is what happens when adventurers get left behind.
18.
18, very nice. So she keeps it starts to, as you listen to her, it goes from complete nonsense and complete ramblings. You get an impression though that she's describing something. She keeps saying the fat one, and she keeps saying that in the head, in her head, and there's just lecherous type of posture, and have this sense of description. She's talking about something or someone, and as you hear more and more and more, it's a question of somebody she met, something she dealt with, and you get a sense of the I don't even have a great way to describe it. A large figure that it looks very I'll say unkept, in that it's not an athletic or trim build by any stretch.
Right.
A bit sloppy, a bit disgusting, mannerisms not unlike even a reptile or a demon, but also mannerisms of some sort of powerful being that she has encountered or remembers or something. But you also sort of recall creatures like that. They just feed on gluttony and that sort of thing. The Nalfeshni comes to mind.
Are you speaking of the Nalfeshni?
And she kind of snaps a little bit of focus at that, and she looks to you. And she kind of looks down, and she says, "Are you with him?"
No. I'm with my friends here. Some are outside of the tree line. I've got one here with me.
She leans in a little closer and says, "Friends leave. Don't forget."
That they can leave, but friends can also return.
Not from my experience.
There might be a good reason, that something that kept them from being able to return.
Always good reasons. Nobody comes for root.
For root?
Root.
Is that your name?
Bitter root. I'm root.
Bitter root. I like that name. My name is Yip.
I am Zephyr. I'm sorry your friends left you.
Long ago. Used to it now.
Would you like some new friends and to help you out?
I don't know.
I mean, we're willing. Would you like a drink?
Ooh. Got some good.
And I reach into my bag, pull out, here, please.
Ah, very nice. So she kind of takes a sniff, and her eyes light up. This is not an unfamiliar scent or liquid. She almost like an animal that has been conditioned to be wary. I mean, she's very, very cautious to sort of sniff once, twice. She kind of takes the cup and backs away just a little bit, eyes on you completely still, while she dips a finger into the cup and runs it on her across her lip and tongue. She does not seem to be affected as you did. If she feels the fire, she's hiding it well, but she does kind of. It's almost a long blink, not quite closing her eyes deliberately, but more than a blink. And then she kind of hands it back a little bit skittish.
There, you can have it. Yours. It's a gift.
Yours.
Did he just give something away?
Okay. Well, I'll hold on to it then. You're welcome to it, though.
She kind of nods a little nonverbal nod.
Can I just, from where we are,
Mm-hmm.
Are we able to see her all right? Like, we might not be able to hear what's going on, but can we see her?
You can see her. You saw her approach Yip. Zephyr being right there also can hear. This is all completely
Right.
Fine. But for you guys, you can see this interaction. You see everything happening. When you saw Yip sort of produce the drink and her sort of back it up, you saw her look down. She looks down fairly regular, and she kind of, you can see as she steps very deliberately. But otherwise you don't get much sense.
Can I do, because I'm just wondering, I have like confusion magic and things like that. Can I do like an insight check to try and tell if like this is just her personality or if there's something
Absolutely
weird going on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
16. Nice. Okay. You feel like from watching her mannerisms and the bit of the muttering that you were able to make out from time to time, you see that there's a healthy mix of personality there that from your experience, especially as a bit of an entertainer, there's a facade people can put on. This is not necessarily that, but you also get an impression that there's something that has affected her fairly significantly to sort of apply an imprint of some of this behavior. It's not all, it's likely not all imposed, but it's also not all natural.
Like a magical thing has done this, possibly.
Magical,
or just a traumatic thing.
Possibly just a traumatic type of event.
Cool. Okay.
Is there a pumpkin around here with a handprint on it?
It's just on the other side of the boulder.
Well, would you like me to call you just Root?
Root is fine.
Rootis.
And she gives you a little bit of a cockeyed smile with that, and you can see that her teeth have not been particularly well cared for at this point, but they're not in terrible shape. Looks like she's been eating something very grassy or mossy or something, a little bit stuck in the teeth.
Well, is she how close is she to me right now?
Right now she's about 10 to 15 from you.
Okay, so she handed me the cup back and then
she backed up just a little bit. Yeah.
All right, I would like to extend my hand out to her, and a gesture for her to accept it, and me try to help walk and guide her since I notice her looking down like she's doing.
Okay.
Here, would you like me to help you walk out of here? And I'm gonna ease up to her, not fast,
okay.
Just nice and gingerly.
She kind of as you ease up and you have your hand extended.
Yes. Yeah. Palm down.
Okay. She looks up at you again, and she kind of very very carefully extends her hand as well. And as she gets close enough to almost touch, you just get a little high five.
Fair enough.
And she kind of gives you a bit of a mischievous looking wink with that, but she kind of takes your hand instead, and she leads you over, and you can see that as you start to take a step, she kind of pauses you a little bit and foot brushes, and then she kind of urges you on, so you take the step without issue. Towards the evil or bizarre rock that looks slightly out of place, and then she kind of pauses for a moment. The rest of you, are you still hanging back watching this exchange?
I swear I saw this in a movie a play called, Dale and Tucker versus Evil.
Yes.
First they invite you into the magic woods that shouldn't be there, and the next thing you know, they put you through something like some magical contraption called a wood chipper.
It's a suicide pact.
I will probably cast message to Zephyr
Okay.
and just say, everything good in there?
Yes, stay back for now.
Okay. We've been politely instructed to stay back.
I'm okay with this, strangely.
Yeah.
Carries, what about
She's
you?
really skittish.
Carries, how fast can you get in there if they need help? Carries, I can't hear
You're
you.
muted, Caris.
You're laughing too hard.
I'm sorry. Pretty fast. Don't think he should just go somewhere with a stranger, but
Stranger danger.
To be fair, we all have gone somewhere with a stranger this morning.
Yeah, well, we're sent here together, not met here and taken into a magical forest. So,
Also fair.
Hey, I walked into this forest.
You didn't walk deeper in by yourself, though.
Well, it's magical.
Right?
So, as you, so you're staying back, Karis?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll stay back for now.
So as you, Yip, as you and Zephyr sort of walk with her over, it's not far, just the rock was just another 10 feet or so to the
Yeah.
side at this point. As she gets over there, she kind of looks at you and looks down, and she's like, doesn't belong. And then she kind of steps back and looks at it again.
What doesn't belong?
That doesn't belong. And she's kind of pointing down and looking at you and ask it almost as if it's almost like an assumption that you understand what she means, but
I'll look down and explain. I don't understand. This rock doesn't belong here.
and under
Under
and
the
so,
rock.
and a little half nod, little bit.
I want to ask her, did you make this forest?
It covers. It's in the way. She takes the drink, another nip. She's just drinking, not cautiously at this point.
That's fine.
In the way, and she kind of gives a little bit of a push motion with her hands, and you see the rock just kind of almost rock a little bit.
Well, I will.
But not enough to move.
I'll cautiously walk over, just kind of hands up. I'm not gonna hurt her, but I want to put my hands on the rock and maybe help her push.
Okay, so she comes around the other side. So now Yip is between you and her, because Yip's must be her buddy now.
Right.
Got the good stuff. And so she kind of, and she's not touching the rock. She's kind of doing some kind of incantation or invocation with her hands, but you can see it move. Are you going to put hands on and try to move it with her?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the give just a little bit, but not enough to make any material effect. It kind of rocks up and then rocks back into place, even with your help. And she kind of looks around and up and over and down. She looks at you, Yip, and she kind of makes a hand gesture of like this, like directionally towards the rock.
I have an idea. Root, may I bring my other friends in here to give us a hand to move this rock?
Friends help. Friends don't leave.
I hope that they don't. I may have gotten one of my friends hurt today, but I'm sure he's okay.
Help, and so she kind of steps back and looks towards the grove in the direction of Rennie, Dexel, and Karis. From this angle, you can sort of see them. They can see you. You can sort of see them. It's not really clear, but
I message Zephyr. Why are you looking at us?
And I'm just gonna kind of motion.
she gives two-hand big waves at you guys.
But
I'm-
I will say approach slowly and without weapons.
I'm gonna shout to them to make sure that they watch where they step. Don't step on any live plants or anything like that, and watch for bugs. Make sure everything in your way, that your path this way, stays safe.
She as you say that, she's like, all safe now, and you see her kind of like almost a shooing motion.
Should we not step on grass?
Grass is hardy.
It's acceptable for that.
Okay.
Do
So
my
you guys
best to
approach.
just follow
Yeah,
the
make-
footsteps.
I'm right behind Thexel.
Axel, don't stop too quick.
Okay.
Are you putting your feet?
she's got a
in her
tail.
Footprint?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to put my feet in her or where people have already stepped, so it's not
Okay.
messing anything up.
All right. Well, I will say no problem approaching. There's no hidden traps or hazards in your path here. You can approach up to the three of them now, sort of waiting more or less calmly. She's a little, she's kind of, eyes are up and scanning and things, but she's otherwise more or less still.
Hi, I'm Thexel. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey guys, this is my new friend, Root. Root Thexel, that she just introduced herself. This gentleman over here is Karis. And then we have the
Hey,
one that I
I'm
unfortunately
down
got
here.
hurt today. If you look back down towards our feet, here is Rennie.
She actually crouches down to get closer to eye level and
Oh no.
then back up. She's back up. She's like,
I think she smelled me. She was like checking out to make sure I had good smells.
It's okay.
So we need to try to assist her in moving this rock. She says it doesn't belong here.
Oh yeah. Sure thing.
This is a trick, right?
No,
She's just convincing us to do her landscaping.
she needs
Yeah.
help.
Oh, okay.
Does
How-
it-
How big is this rock?
it's big enough that the one or two of you aren't going to move it with any kind of success. If there were enough of you and you pushed with her assistance, then there might be a shot to either disturb it from its resting place enough to see whatever it is she's trying to indicate, or possibly even lift it up out of the little bit of the indentation that it's found itself in over time, and potentially give it an option to be relocated.
Does
Root,
the
which
rock
way
have
would
to
you
stay
like this?
intact?
Go. It's gotta go. Got it. And she kicks it.
Can I move it in pieces?
Pieces and parts and just go. Gotta
So
go.
it can be broken.
Can
Yeah.
I approach the rock, find its weak spot, and strike it, monk style, and split the rock?
Nice.
Absolutely, you can try. Go for it. What are you doing?
Oh, first I want to find the weak spot, so I guess perception,
Investigation.
investigation. All right.
We
Let's
don't have a
see.
single dwarf in the group that had stone cunning. That would have been so helpful right now.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Nat 20!
Oh
Holy
man.
monk-fisted power of death!
That's the second one of the game.
Dragon fist monk death move on a stone. He's gonna roll.
Yeah.
That's
You
amazing.
All
are.
right. I want to roll an unarmed strike. I want to see what I get on the unarmed strike to before I implement that nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we get. Nat 20, 27.
So as you look at this stone, you see that it is more or less round, but there are spots that look damaged, as if someone somewhere had been hitting it with something, hammers or picks, or just trying to budge this thing. You see that somebody at one point in time had moderate success with penetrating sort of the outer finish, but had not made it all the way through. So while you see some superficial cracks, you can sort of get the impression that a well-placed strike could potentially dislodge a healthy chunk of this thing, and potentially make it easier to move. Alternately, if nothing else, you could potentially get it closer to something that could be done with it.
All right. Okay.
Nothing like
So
helping a sweet druid in the woods.
I
Feels
planned the glaive. I walk over to the rock, and I look it over. Look at every side on top, on the sides, and I said, okay. I run my hand across where I found the weak point, and I take my stance, Bruce Lee 1-inch punch, and just
All right. So with your 1-inch punch, there is a deafening crack as it sounds like thunder, lightning crack, and this thing visibly quivers with the impact, and you can see the crack just form from that point around, almost not quite bisecting, but nearly bisecting this rock. And it sort of opens slightly from the way it was resting in its little nook. And as it starts to sort of separate, and you could potentially pry it apart, we are going to take a break.
Oh, we don't know what's going to happen. All right, we're going to take a break.
We don't know what's going to happen.
So we've got a giveaway going right now. So if you type in !epic, you can enter into the giveaway to earn an epic character avatar generator from Overhead Games, a wonderful company. And then, well, you get the idea. So be sure and enter that, and then we'll be right back in just a few short minutes.
Good luck.
Oh, this is cold. I asked for my blood to be hot, boiling hot. Bring it back. Go fix this, please. It's so hard to get good help these days. Oh, hello there. It's me, Scalathrax, fiend about town and, well, dungeon owner. And when I'm not creating a horde of new problems for adventurers trying to rob my dungeon, I'm looking for a horde of new 5th edition monsters. So let me tell you about Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press. Whether you need dungeon vermin or world-shaking personifications of evil, the Tome of Beasts has it. There are more than 400 new foes for your 5th edition game, everything from tiny drakes and peculiar spiders to demon lords and ancient dragons. Tome of Beasts includes monsters from the entire history of Kobold Press, with longtime favorites such as clockwork creatures, drakes and dragons, devils and archdevils, check them out, some of my brothers and sisters in there, dangerous flavors of the Fae, undead, and so much more. Use them in your favorite published setting, or populate dungeons in a world of your own creation. Pick up Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press and give your players an encounter they won't soon forget. Where's my blood?
Hey, thanks for watching the show. It looks like you're having a great time. Let me tell you really quick about That Benny's Paint Show. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every show, the host and their guests will be painting miniatures live on stream. They'll walk you through all the different techniques and products they use to paint miniatures to a high standard in a quick and easy fashion. They'll show you all the different things live, and on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions, and we're going to answer them live on stream. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint miniatures, this is a great way to do so. And on top of that, you can paint while you're painting with us too, and chat with us and tell us about your projects and share your pictures of your miniatures as well. We love it when people share their miniatures with us. So remember, That Minis Paint Show, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on the Games Tavern Network. Hello, I'm Ardor of the North. When I'm not raiding Scalathrax's dungeons, I'm seeking tomes of magic to bring back to the wizened wizards of my own kingdom. And that's why I'd like to tell you about a tome called Deep Magic from Kobold Press. Their kobold minions have traveled the plains, seeking the secrets of magic. They've unearthed ancient tomes of forgotten civilizations. They've been bargaining with demons and creatures of the void, and scaling towers of Shadowfey mages to unlock their secrets. Their tome, Deep Magic, includes dragon magic, elven high magic, shadow magic, angelic wards, ley lines, illumination magic, rune magic, time magic, mythos magic, and even alchemancy. Now they pass along their hard-won knowledge to you in Deep Magic, an arcane series for 5th edition. Here you'll find new schools of magic, arcane traditions, new and variant spells, magical feats, spell-slinging NPCs, and so much more. There are even more schools of magic than I've even mentioned. This book is 356 pages of pure magic to keep your players guessing, and your campaign fresh for years to come. You can buy it now at koboldpress.com. We're in.
We're back.
Alrighty.
We are back. Welcome
Are we
back.
dead?
We are not dead. Yes.
That
Yes.
stone held all of your life, and by breaking it.
If you only.
This was her plan all along.
No.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us.
If I
We,
die, just put mine on my headstone. He made a stupid choice.
we have still have many opportunities for you. All right. So as we left, the stone had cracked and had fallen away. You see, you can see upon inspection within that there's something kind of in the center-ish of the stone. Once it cracked, there was Bitterroot had a moment where she just yelped in satisfaction. It was just straight up, woo, got it, and just kind of giving Karis this proud mama look almost.
Aw.
And then she kind of does a little 360 dance, and then she kind of backs off, and her attention is elsewhere for a moment. What about the rest of you?
I would like to look to see what we found.
Dude, you broke a rock with your fist. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Just think what would happen if he came at us with super speed like that and just.
I would really rather not.
I'm glad I'm small.
You just get caught with a toe.
Yeah. So, how's your fist?
Fine.
That's amazing.
Still eating the meat stick.
It's
All right.
He didn't even break a sweat.
He broke a stone.
Looking into the crack, you see there's something glinting just a little bit from this angle with the light, what little light that can penetrate the canopy, and from the sides, you see a hint of a little something inside.
I'll move some of the pieces.
Okay. Easy enough. Looks like the way the rock is now sort of laying in its cradle, you can probably pry one side off. The other side still a little muddy, and doesn't move quite as easily. You see a bit of a pooling of water, almost as if this thing's starting to settle a little bit more around it.
Should we get this thing the heck out of here?
What's the metal thing? There's like a metal thing inside.
Metal?
I think, or is it shining? Or am I?
It's hard to tell. Do you want to try to?
I will slowly reach my hand in
Okay.
with a very unsure look on my face.
Well, one moment.
And
Yeah. So you can reach your hand and you can feel something that's got a different texture to it, I think, than the stone itself did. Still kind of hard to see at the angle and at the size of the crack.
I'll put my hand around it and see if I can pull it out of there.
Okay. It doesn't move. You can get your hand around it. You got a pretty firm grip from what you can reach. It doesn't really move easily yet. It looks like there's a little bit of wiggle to it, but nothing that you could finagle into extraction.
It's whatever it is kind of stuck.
All right. I'm gonna try and grab both sides of this thing and just pull it apart.
Strength check, please.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
strong,
wow.
but I may not be this strong.
Can I assist?
Absolutely. Advantage.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey, and that's actually +2 because of Jack of all trades, so it's a 24.
All right. Well, with the 24, you kind of so two hands on either side pull apart. You feel the right hand side from your angle give a little bit, and the left isn't really moving. So two hands on the right and just a yank away. This piece kind of tips off and rolls to the side, and you see affixed into the remaining part a fist-sized chunk of malachite. And so it's got a green texture. It's a little lumpy. It could probably be fashioned into something more functional, or used in a variety of other ways. But it's about fist-sized chunk. It looks to be quite a find.
That's quite a find. That looks like a fist-sized chunk of malachite.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a valuable semi-precious stone.
I'm not a
gonna,
cog though.
not a cog. I'm gonna
No.
turn to Root and put my hand on his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Root, is there anything else you need us to do with this?
Root has been busy while you were doing that. She comes back with what looks to be a leaf that had been almost picked, like a very large leaf. This is like a
Banana tree
palm.
Palm.
It's two hands. It folded over,
Mm-hmm.
and so she brings you two hands folded over leaf, and she hands it to you. Yip.
Thank you. What is this for?
For the spirit.
Am I offering it to the spirit?
And she kind of where's your cup right now? In her hands?
Oh, yeah, she had the cup last.
Yeah, she kind of raises the cup and like almost a toast to the air in front between you to the spirit. And takes another drink. She's starting her haphazard ways are starting to look to be a bit alcohol influenced as well at this point.
Would you like me to refill your cup?
No. Got things to do. So open it.
I open it up.
All right. So as you unfurl this leaf, it's got three sort of segments to it, so it makes a nice little package. Inside are a few ingredients or a few natural implements that like a bit of the moss, a couple other things, some root, and she kind of winks at you as you sort of look through the parts, and she's like, for in the spirit, and she kind of gives you a brief sort of listing of what you've got there. Possibly the ingredients, possibly some extra flavor that you might try.
So this is for us to make some more.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Best of
You
stuff.
didn't have to, but thank you. I'm gonna fold it back up and
Okay.
put it.
As you are handling the leaf, you see that the leaf itself has a pocket almost to it. So, like if a leaf were nice and smooth and flat, it'd be what you'd expect. But this one almost has a fold to it as a natural part of it. And it has it's got sort of a shape of a cylinder down near the stem.
I look at it and draw it out. What is this?
And she kind of waves her hand vaguely up as if these leaves are everywhere. And as you look around, these leaves are just part of the structures. And so she picked it she doesn't give you a ton of coherent information. It's a bit rambly, but she just says it. This place, it's this, and
Were these
she
trees
kind of
always here?
as long as I've been.
Did you make these trees show up?
Oh yeah, masterful.
They are very beautiful, very big trees.
Did it by myself, friends. See you.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Seer.
Seer?
She kind of didn't even realize she said it, but when you repeat it, she looks up with a shock, a little bit of a definite recognition in that voice, and she gets a very pronounced frown, a grump face. Seer, some friend
Did
What?
the seer send you here?
sent me. No, Seer came with me, left me. Stupid.
How
she
long ago?
Long enough to grow massive trees.
Yeah.
The seer came here.
Here.
And couldn't get in.
Nope.
Why the
Couldn't
seer?
get in, couldn't help, couldn't stop the voices, couldn't anything.
What voices?
Voices. She kind of points at her head with two hands.
She abandoned you.
Yep.
That's not okay. That's not how friends act.
I know. Friends. Yeah.
I want to lean into her and give her a hug and tell her that I am not going to leave her like that.
She will carefully set the cup aside so as not to spill any of the contents, and she will return the hug fairly warmly, genuine, a good 3-second hug, just get the feel good juices flowing.
While the hug is happening, I don't know if this will actually do anything, but I'll probably try it. Can I cast Dispel Magic on her and see if I can make whatever whispery thing is go away?
You can.
I'll cast it at 4th level because that sounds about right.
Oh,
All right.
maximum decasting.
What does that look like?
I think Thexel. Oh, I think I'd be kind of subtle about it because I kind of want to make it seem like this great hug has just made them go away. So it's very yeah, it's very subtle. But it kind of looks like all the kind of colors in her clothes and everything just get a little bit brighter for a second and then dull away.
Okay. So with that glow, I'll also say that as you did that, there was an impression that glow enveloped Yip as well, and so because of the proximity and because of the contact, she actually, as she separates from Yip, you can see a clarity that wasn't there before, in her eyes and in her posture. A little less erratic, a little bit more composed. She looks at you, looks at all of you again, not quite as if for the first time, but definitely with a different recognition. And she looks down at the cup in her hand and at the package that Yip is holding of the roots and bits that are wrapped in the leaf, and taking you in each in turn, She gives a nod or a smile, especially to you, Thexel, because I think she can kind of sense a little bit of what's going on. To Karis and Zephyr, warm smiles. To Rennie, a mischievous wink and a little bit of a half smile.
I think she thinks I'm hot.
Oh, we all do.
And then she stands up just a little bit straighter, and she kind of, as the last of the fog sort of blinks away, she looks over and looks up at the tower, a frown on her face and a very determined sort of stance and look. She kind of looks back to you and says, I don't remember everything that's happened in the time I've been here, some 20 years or more. I don't know how much I can help, but the gate is barred by magic, and the key is with you, at least for my part. And she then takes a minute, sits down on the piece of the rock that remains, and she recants a bit of a tale. She kind of explains a little bit more about this demon that dwells within the tower and that has effectively made it its home, or maybe the tower has imposed its own will upon it. But it was part of what had assaulted her and taken her mind all this time that you've now relieved the pressure on. After a moment, she drains the cup of the last of its contents and gives a bit of a satisfied drink, and almost like the first breath of clean air after a long time in a stale place. And she kind of says, I must be gone from this place, but I wish you all as much luck as possible.
One quick question. The
Yep.
seer, how many others were in your party?
She thinks hard for a minute. It's been a while, and it's been a hard time between. And she says, I want to say there were 5, including me. I don't know who survived besides myself. You know, Seer?
She's alive. But she probably doesn't know that you are.
Yeah.
You think she left you?
She absolutely and now she's starting to get a little upset, just a little bit of the memory and a little bit of the situation. She left me. I remember her voice, sad, upset, saying she couldn't help. Nobody could, and they all left me to the voice.
Did you have a scroll? Do you remember?
I don't know. No, I don't need such things.
Can you get to Baldur's Gate?
Fair enough. Easy.
Go there. That's where you'll find the seer.
And she kind of gets a resigned almost look of not anger but despair, almost even. And she kind of looks at her hands for a moment, looks at you all, and says, Baldur's Gate it is. And then kind of takes a moment and a hand gesture, almost a sweeping away gesture, and you hear a bit of wind, a bit of a release as around your feet, around all of your feet, there are these wisps of not smoke but mist almost that just sort of dissipates as if a breeze were blowing them away. She then stands up and says to you, Thexel, in particular, thank you for freeing my mind and allowing me a moment of comfort before the next set of hard things.
I think you're talking to the wrong person, love. That's probably Yip, but you're welcome.
She looks to Yip and she kind of gives you a smile and a wink, and to you, Thexel, the smile and the wink. To Yip, she says, "That's some good stuff." And
Why don't you do me a favor?
She points directly at you.
Why don't you do me a favor then? If you're gonna go ahead and go to Baldur's Gate, take this barrel with you, and when we come back, we'll have another drink as friends. Because I'm gonna have to come check on you. Because don't leave a friend behind.
She smiles. Almost a tear starts to form at that statement, and she says, "Friends don't leave friends behind," and a little sadness on her face that you can tell. She said, "Thank you as well, and all of you." And when she gets to Karis, she's like, "Strong hands," and then.
What did
and
you
she
mean?
kind of she's not leaving so much as just kind of backing out a little bit and attending to the grove just a little bit more before whatever she plans to do next.
What did you mean the key was with us?
She turns back just a little bit and she points up towards the leaves and then points to Yip. And she kind of smiles and says, "Well, half of it anyway."
There was mentioned the leaf with part of a cylinder in it.
There's the leaf has a pocket or a fold, as if like the fabric of the leaf had kind of folded in on itself, or a deformity almost. But if you've only got the one leaf, so.
But was there something in there?
There's nothing in there, but you can see that it's got a bit of a pocket.
Gee, that is some hellacious
sort of
ingredients that not only makes this fire brew, but also unlocks a gate. So, I think we'll know when we get the rest of the pieces.
Yeah.
Any idea where we should look for the next pieces?
No. We still have a building. We still have a building we haven't searched.
All
And
right.
we should
Let's
take
get
the
to
smell
it.
today.
Let's get to it. Time's a wasting.
Yep. Give me a roll for just intelligence, just basic intelligence
For who?
Basic
Who's doing it?
intelligence.
for Yip. Sorry.
So just a standard, not a norm.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Just a standard net 20.
Just a standard
Yeah, you know.
intelligence.
I'll just let me just look over this
Just a
real
little
quick.
something.
Man, that fire
So-
brew is something fierce.
Right?
Very nice. Okay, so just puzzling over that leaf, you see the ingredients. You now sort of get now that she's explained to you a little bit of what you've got in there. You know the it's just all the root and a little bit of moss and a few other things, a berry and a bit of a leaf that looks a little different. You are inspecting the leaf, the leaf that everything's contained in. The ingredients themselves don't look particularly interesting, and so you can kind of sweep them to the side. But you see that little fold as you sort of put a finger in and sort of shape it around. You see that it's got a shape that almost is the inverse of what you saw previously on some of the other things.
Okay. So,
Hey, Wolf's Fox, thank you for rating us today. And
Hey,
for
thank
following
you.
Star Chaser the Prophet.
Great.
Well, I think I'll pull out the wax seal or the wax impression that I made of the key and see if there's anything in here that makes sense here.
In fact, it does. So if you lay it out on the ground or on the rock, even what does that look like? Laying it out, the leaf, the leaf fits part of what the wax impression looks like. It looks like you might have to fold it a little bit because there's extra bits on the leaf. Like there's only the one piece that you see. The other two pieces have to be manipulated a little bit, but they seem to fit fairly well to about half of it. The other half looks familiar, vaguely familiar.
so
Vaguely familiar, like I saw it and I didn't remember it, or now I do.
Well, vaguely familiar. Like it resembles something. It resembles like another piece of the cog because it fit into the molding that you made pretty well, but it has extra, like it leaked out, or it just wasn't a great fit, or there were cavities in the mold that make it not look right to your eyes. It looks almost as if it's a fancy.
Let me see that hammer.
Yeah.
there you go.
Does the hammer look like it goes in the puzzle piece?
It looks like it could be a piece of it.
The hooks on it that are attached to the hammer.
Yeah, the peg on the hammer, if you affix it into the cylinder pocket of the leaf, looks like they would fit pretty well. Looks like also that there is a, from your molding, it would almost be like the hammer and the half spot that would have been filled in as almost a triangle, but
So it looks like we got 2 out of 3 pieces we need, or 2 out of 4.
two. Well, so 2 out of 3 possibly. It might be, and then so as your molding sort of has direct lines from the edges of the hammer to the end of the haft, could be something that like that, or not. It's hard to say.
Okay. We're on the right track. We're finding pieces.
I mean, the only place we haven't checked out is all the way across there, so we could stop by the tower and see if we can open it with just these two. If not,
No, I say
check
we
the
go
other
ahead and
spot.
go check the other spot entirely.
Yeah.
Can we take the malachite that we found?
You absolutely can, although Yip's bag might be a little full.
Nope.
Unless-
I gave her the
barrel.
keg.
Keg of the goodie stuff.
There you go. So yeah, so as she starts to skip towards your field of view there with the keg under one arm, you do have plenty of room. And a hammer. You're light one hammer now because there's
That's
a hammer.
true.
So,
All right.
before
So we're
I
heading to the
walk
other
off
town?
like I did, I'm gonna turn around and get her attention one more time and be like, "I'll see you in Baldur's Gate for that drink."
And she acknowledges with a nod and a smile and says, "Bet on it."
All right, and then I head to the tower.
And then and all right, as you guys are leaving, you see her continuing to tend the grove, but almost as the words make more sense. They're not frantic and random. It's almost a sleep now. We're You don't
Just
have
putting
to
the
do this
grove to
anymore.
rest.
Putting the grove to rest just a little bit. Yes.
No.
All right.
This is why you don't always just attack everybody on sight, because that may not have gone very well at all had we done that.
No.
And think all the things we just figured out. There's a big fat Nelfeshni in there, too. I wish I knew what that was, but I just know it's big and fat.
Oh yeah, can I do a history check as to what the heck that thing is?
Absolutely.
20, not natural.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
20.
Dirty
All right.
20.
That's
And because
all
it's
right.
Thexel, it's probably really dirty.
Oh yeah.
She was
'Cause she
she
plays some
secretly
serious power ballads, let me tell you.
she secretly went into the forge and was digging around looking for cod pieces too.
Oh no.
That's so bad. That's really dirty.
All right. So
My
as
arm still
part of
stinks.
once clarity came over Bitterroot, she did explain a little bit about the voice in her head was from a fiend, a demon. This thing sort of overpowered and just became a constant bane, to her. She explains that this thing gives off the just that eternal hunger and that consumption and that was sort of where it started and then it just grew and grew. It was ever hungry. Additionally, she kind of talked about what you know kind of the normal sets of things, but she says she mentioned light, and she mentioned an overpowering kind of fear as sort of something that affected her. Also she kind of blink type emotion. Something where this thing wasn't what it appeared or where it appeared or something to that effect.
Okay.
Sounds like something that me and Zephyr might be able to chase down.
We'll
And
find
whispering.
out.
And that eternal whispering in her ears.
So, let's check out this tower. So, what do we see in there, God?
So you
Moradin.
Right.
all right, so at the tower you go back again to the tower is sealed for all intents and purposes. The stone everywhere, no area you can get through except for the gate in the front, which behind large sealed doors are two gates. The one gate in front of the other, and then the actual place where you took the wax impression.
No, this is the eastern tower, I thought.
Oh, the
Or
eastern
the western tower. The
Yeah.
western tower.
Western. Yeah.
Zip.
Yeah.
East western, yes, western tower. Okay, reset.
Because the minute you said where I got the key impression, I knew you were talking about Durlag's tower,
Yes,
not
indeed, I was.
the other tower to the west that we haven't
this
checked
one
out yet.
this one looks similar to the eastern tower. This one,
So it's a
there
giant massive rubble.
it's not as much. So there's not as much rubble. Some of this tower still stands. It's in no state of use, but the wall goes higher. There's a bit of planking where a floor might have been. There is rubble and there are chains. They pulled down a good chunk of it, but some of it had managed to. Some of them had managed to survive. As you approach, though, the wind yowls suddenly, just a big uprush of wind, and the barren rocks that you saw previously are repeated here in the chains, but there are 3 devils that sort of rise up from the area of the chains.
This side
what do
is
they
just
look like?
bad.
Like, what do they look like? These are
Really is.
devils, but like, there's a whole lot of different varieties. So like,
Yes,
height, look.
indeed.
What am I seeing here?
All right, you are seeing.
A kneecap.
Yeah, only from here up. Yeah, these are chain devils, and so they have. They're kind of. It's almost as if the chains are animating at this point, and so they rise up, and they. The chain almost morphs to your eyes, and it looks like razors or barbs start to protrude from what would have otherwise been the smooth workings of the chain.
Oh no. Oh no.
And these are all metal chains, correct?
Yeah, these look like metal chains.
Electrify the out of these things.
Right.
And we're gonna roll initiative,
Woohoo!
and I'm gonna set that up.
Oh.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh no.
That's what I get.
Oh yeah, here comes the fight music.
Like, couldn't be worse than my last roll. Just kidding. Used up all our nat 20s, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
The law of averages strikes again.
Right, 1, 2, and 3. I see. Yep, up front.
I think I must have not actually rolled initiative. I will do that now.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Some
Great.
really crazy machinations going on over here.
Whoa.
I usually don't get lucky on nat 20s, so I'm just glad that one popped up when it did.
I know.
All right. I have a plan.
Right.
See-
Karis, did you get a roll? You didn't actually. get a seven.
7, yeah.
Oh wow. And Rennie and Zephyr.
Mine was a
this is
4.
not good.
A 4?
Yeah, it should auto-load the initiative for you if you click the initiative button. So initiative's at the top on Shard, right next to your AC, below your name and your level and everything else. Should be a little dice roll that says initiative. If you click that, it automatically adds your initiative bonus to it and then loads it into the combat tracker for you as the DO.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you didn't
Shard's
know,
great.
now you know.
Now you know.
The only thing
Shard's
you've got to deal
awesome.
with is the initiative for your creatures. So
Which is, I was like, I don't see that on the creatures, only on the players.
You can go ahead and roll the initiative on here for us to see, and we'll help you with the placement of them.
Got it. Yep.
okay,
I got
so
them.
you just
We're all
just
set.
clicked mine and made it a 7, but mine was 10. Not that
Oh,
that
okay.
matters.
Works
But-
for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
a
yours
10. You
wasn't
and I
set.
both had the same.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So as we get going here. The Chain Devil to the south, closest to Rennie. As it rises up with the animating of the chains, and you see this devil is kind of a fleshy, smoky kind of thing with the chains that sort of wrap around it. These chains seem to rise up out of the chains that were laying on the ground.
Oh, this isn't good.
Oh,
Did Master Locke hire you? No.
It gives a howl, incoherent, no word, but just a howl. And that was going to add.
Add.
Let's see how to do it. Okay. A few of these chains looks like they rise up with the barbs, and they sort of are near this thing.
Near what thing? The tower?
Near the devil itself. Near the
Okay,
devil itself.
more chains are coming up from the ground near the devil. Okay.
Yes. And it, and I need to roll for it. In this case, 3 chains rising up.
I'm the closest one to this thing, aren't I?
You are, in fact.
I didn't do
This is why I hide behind Thexel.
So you still have Bardic Inspiration, so you can add that to your AC if you want to. FYI.
I'm flexible. I'm flexible.
And because it animated the chains around it, and 3 chains are now are now moving, it's going to move towards you, Rennie.
Of course
And
it is.
Of course. And it's already used its action, so it's not going to do that. And at this point, it is not going to do anything else, but the chains are now approaching you right behind this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next up, there's a second devil that appeared sort of behind the first on the south side. This one is going to move towards you, Yip.
Okay.
And it is going to make an attack. It's got also a bit of chains around it. So these aren't the chains that rose up from the ground like the other, but these are just chains that adorn this devil. And it is going to whip them around towards you. Yep.
Yay. Bring it on.
Yippee!
Yip, yip. Come on with it.
18?
Ouch. Yes.
And that's going to be 11 slashing. Ouch.
Ow.
And it's going to do another one. It's going to do that again.
Okay.
16.
Yes.
Oof. 14 points of slashing for you. So that's a lot. So 25 total slashing.
Yep.
And give me a I'm gonna grapple. He's gonna try to grapple you. So give me a save.
The strength saving throw.
Strength save. Yep.
17.
All right. You successfully managed to avoid these chains wrapping around your arms, and you are not currently grappled.
So he slashed at me, hit me both times, and threw the chains at me. It's like, "Ugh, no.
Yeah. Almost as if a whip effect, and the whip would have wrapped around you, but you managed to avoid the entanglement of these chains.
These guys pack a punch, guys.
Uh-huh.
All right, and the third one is going to move forward and start to approach Thexel. And the same thing, almost as if the 2 chains start wrapping, like making big circles with it. And as it comes forward, it just swipes 1, 2. 13 points attack.
Misses.
Misses. All right, so that one goes a little wide. You managed to sidestep. The next is 11. Also sidestep.
misses.
You are you, having seen Yip take the brunt of it, you didn't want any part of that. And managed to avoid both of the chains that this one had swung your way. All right, Yip, you are up.
Yeah. So I would like to. I'll be doing 2 things if I'm able to. I would like to cast Ice Hammer.
Okay.
It's a 2nd level spell. It's a concentration up to an hour.
Ooh.
This is when I cast Ice Hammer, a Warhammer fashioned from ice appears in my hands. The weapon functions as a standard Warhammer in all ways, and it deals an extra 1d10 cold damage on a hit. You can drop the Warhammer or give it to another creature.
Nice.
Hammer melts and is destroyed when it or its user accumulates 20 or more fire damage, or the spell ends.
Okay. It's got its own hit points.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
It's also got a higher level thing. If I wield it with 2 hands, I don't have the ability to do that yet. Okay, never mind. So I want to go ahead and cast that, and then make an attempt to hit him with my new Ice Hammer.
Okay.
The one right in front of me.
Okay. Is the cast a bonus action?
I have 2 attacks.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you do that.
So I think I just click on that one. I did not see what it did. Oh, that would have been the damage.
That was
of
the
it.
damage. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
That's just my D20. Where did it go? I have to get reused to these because my dice are not acting properly. There we go. 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Yeah.
So if you go to your weapon choice and you select your 2 hit with the plus, it'll automatically roll the dice and add your bonus to it.
Oh, okay. And that would be pulling back up my spell where it's got it shown there.
Should theoretically happen.
Oh, okay. I'll
Or your
remember that
2 hit
next
for
time.
the weapon choice if it's the same thing as your normal weapon.
Oh, okay.
You know, because everybody's normal weapon's going to be the same. It'd be, as long as you're proficient.
Okay. But, and then I'm guessing that'd be both my attacks, and then I would like to move hopefully out of range of him attacking me a second time.
Okay. So you want to back out?
I want. No. I'll just stay standing right there. Never mind. Thank you for that little. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Nope.
I was just wondering what direction you were going. All right.
I'm good.
All
That's
right.
it.
Rennie, you're up.
I will immediately draw my sword of life stealing and strike the devil in front of me.
All right.
Jabbing forward with a piercing strike. I rolled an 11.
11 is not gonna do it. You try it, and it's a great, valiant attempt, but this thing's just slippery and slinky.
Carries, need some help here! And then I immediately take my hand crossbow and fire it into the one attacking at Yip.
Okay.
This is with advantage. So let's see here. Does a 23 hit?
23 will absolutely hit.
Okay. In that case, he takes 5 piercing damage plus 23 sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Wow.
And I'm going
All
to
right.
probably take a beating from this devil this turn.
All right. So yeah, he felt that. Definitely aware of your presence now. The bolt kind of into the side. It screeches in pain. It kind of gives a menacing glare. Anything else for you?
I am immediately going to adjust my position. I'm going to shift back, and I'm going to even give it a chance at trying to get another blow and get over here by Thexuel. Because hiding behind Thexuel is safety. And at that point, if it wants to get to me, it's going to have to come through Zephyr and Carries.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely going to try to take a parting shot as you back out.
Come on, dexterity-based AC.
Where are we?
What's it
14.
got? 14 misses.
Oh, lucky. Woo! All right. So that chain just whips the air, and too high. Had you been a few inches taller, it would have got you.
You must be rusty.
Oh!
See what
I
I
might
did
take
there?
that personally. All right. Vexel, you're up.
Okay. Do I think, because I know now we know that we're kind of dealing with fiend stuff.
Yep.
Do I think these things will take fire damage, or is that going to be pointless?
Well, that would be, I think your training gives you the notion that fiends generally don't mind fire quite so much, but you're not sure entirely if these things are susceptible.
Okay. All right, I'll risk it. I look at Rennie, who just ran up, and go, "Great idea!" and also run away. So I'm going to go boop, 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 boop,
You
over
totally
here.
left him hanging there.
And then I don't know if that one's gonna try and hit me, but feel free.
Okay, yeah, it definitely will make the attempt.
Mhm.
Is that a 14?
That will miss.
All right. Well, once again, this one did not have the same problem as its compatriot. It swung low enough, but you just leap over it and just kind of hop away.
Mm-hmm. And then, so the only one that's taken damage so far is the one that's attacking Yip.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hold my hand out towards the one. Oh, actually, that's a good question. Range. Oh, yeah, that should be fine. The one that I just ran away from, number 3.
Okay.
And there's this shimmer in the air, kind of like heat mirages on a road.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast heat metal on its chains.
Okay.
At 4th level.
Oh, going for broke.
Yeah. Because I don't think it can take the chains off. So
It's made of chain.
yeah. So when I cast the spell, any creature in physical contact with the object takes 4d8 fire damage.
Okay. 4d8 fire damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is 16.
All right. 16 points of damage. This thing, as the metal heats up and you can see the flesh kind of start to almost blister from it a little bit. This thing snarls at Yip as its closest opponent, and just kind of gives a big yowl. Actually, this one sitting between the three of you just snarls out loud, generally all around. But you see, as the flesh blisters, it kind of just abates and it goes back down. As the heat from the chains ultimately don't seem to have much effect at all.
It doesn't do anything.
It does not do anything.
Cool. Good to know. And I think that'll be me for now. Yeah.
Okay. Karis. Kung Fu stuff.
What I'll do is first I'm gonna rage. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
So once again, he's you feel like he's bigger. I didn't really get any bigger, but you just feel like I'm bigger.
Definitely.
I got
feel it.
bigger. The lightning surges through my scales, got a little bit shinier, and I'm just gonna run right here in the middle of them.
Okay.
And I'll do a wide swing So I'm going to attack the one that was fighting. Yep, I'm still poisoned, right?
You are still poisoned. I was just checking that.
Cool. Yeah, so it's gonna be reckless. So it's a wide swing.
Cancels. Okay.
Where is it? This is it. Let's see.
Oh, natural
Holy
20.
crap!
That's three. Three this game.
Man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And Shard did it, so it's like for sure legit. And
So
I don't believe this.
first attack, critical hit. That's 14 damage to the
Okay.
one up fighting. Yep. I'm spending a key point to stun and strike for a stunning strike.
okay.
Heck yeah.
He has to make a DC 16 con save. Con, yeah. Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Where are the saves on Shard?
Just run the check. It's going to be the same.
Okay.
It means it doesn't have proficiency in that save.
Oh, nat 1.
Yeah, nice. So he's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And so wide, like I said, wide swing, and I'm spinning. So I attack the one up top, and then the one below, and that is a 24 to hit.
That will hit. So he took, you said 14? That was 4 twice?
It was 5.
Or 5 twice plus 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 5
From the
plus
crit.
4. Yeah, from the crit.
All right.
24 to hit on the lower one, and that is 12 damage.
All right, 12.
No, and just for the hell of it, let's spend another
Keep in
key
mind,
point.
there are also 3 chains around that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stunning strike for him as well. Let's spend another key point.
Okay.
So that's a DC 16 con save for him as well.
15. Didn't get
And-
it. Not enough.
Yep. He's stunned as well until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
You're stunned until I'm tired of you being stunned. That's what I just heard.
All right.
And that is the end of my turn since I used the bonus action to rage. And I just big swings and
Big swings, big hits.
do the spin, and I set and I await their attacks.
All right. Zephyr, you are up.
All right. I don't like being this close to battle, so I am going to step back a bit. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to say Pluribus Portalis, and my bow will kind of get a shimmer to it. And then I'm going to knock an arrow and fire at number 3.
Okay.
The one closest to me that has now been left me wide open and exposed because my dragonborn shield decided to up and dance away.
So there we go. Okay.
Great minds.
So
Nice.
30 to
that's
hit.
a 30 to hit.
That will do it. 30.
So as the arrow flies through the air and hits this thing, it hits a lot harder because it changes to force damage. So it's going to be that. And where did it go?
7 points of force damage.
There's going to be more. Hang on, I got to find the.
Use
But
the
wait, there's
force.
more.
There it is. But wait, there's more.
Ooh.
Oh.
10 more points of force damage.
Yes, and then I'm gonna fire my. Then you see the glow kind of fade after that, but I am gonna fire at it again.
Okay.
This will just be regular.
Woohoo.
So 25 to
25,
hit,
no problem
and
with that.
then
Another
8
8
more.
And that's a regular arrow, so piercing, right?
Correct.
All right, and the longbow is magical, right? +1. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Those arrows find their home. The first knocking it visibly askew. The second piercing and finding flesh. And so that was 10, 17 plus 8, 25 total.
Nice.
Yes, yes. And that is my turn.
All right. We are back around. Number 1 is stunned. So, yeah. The chains sort of protectively hover around this one, but do not otherwise do anything of their own at this point. Number 2, also stunned.
This is good.
That's
Yeah.
A stunning victory for Carries.
Very handy.
Not today. All right, number 3. Now feeling a fair bit of Zephyr's assault, seeing Thexel deftly dodge and weave out of the way of that chain that he struck with, and Rennie looking helplessly right there from that spot behind Thexel, now exposed. He's going to stay where he's at because he doesn't have to move to make an attack, but he's going to make an attack at Rennie.
Oh, no.
27.
That unfortunately hits this time.
It was not a natural 20, so
That's good.
give me a strength save for a grapple.
2.
Okay,
Oh no.
you are now grappled.
I would have
You're
also
gonna take-
it will not
Wait,
be on
what's grappling
fire
me?
when
What's
I saw
grappling
that
me?
didn't work.
the chain. So it's making a chain attack, and it's going to grapple.
Me from a distance.
you.
So it
Yeah, it's
flings a
good.
chain out. It's got a 10-foot range.
Got a 10
Okay.
foot range. Yep.
Okay.
It-
I can't move.
all right. It's going to, with its other chain, it's going to take another swing at you.
Of course it is.
19.
19 hits.
All right.
Oh, no,
That
wait. Bardic Inspiration.
There you
Hang
go.
on a
Yeah.
minute. What's the roll for that?
It's a D10.
A D10.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see
Bardly
here.
goodness.
3 plus 17 is a 20. What'd you roll? A 19?
19.
No,
does
it
not
misses.
hit.
I'm like grappled, but I like duck, and it swings right over my head. I come back up, go, ha ha!
Aha! I love that you still taunt in the face of the grapple.
You still got me, but you missed me on that one.
All right, so yes, you did take the 7, and you are grappled for the moment, and that'll be it for this guy. Yep, you are up.
Yay. And seeing as how I'm still learning my character, thank you, Zephyr, for the planar warrior.
You are
Because
welcome.
that is going to help me out on this next one.
Remember, it's 2d8. Because
I see that. I also realized I messed up on my ice hammer attack last time. But it is what it is. So I should still have concentration, correct? Because I have yet to be hit since I
You've yet to be
summoned
hit.
this. Okay.
Yep, so you haven't had to keep your concentration up.
Okay. Even though I'm not feeling the greatest, I would like to draw my my sword as well, which is good because I also have 2-weapon fighting for a fighting style. And that is, I get to add my ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
Okay.
I want to take a swing with the ice hammer
Okay.
at him, and then as my second attack with it, I would also like to come back around if I can with my sword. So we'll start with this. now.
Since he's stunned, wouldn't Yip get an advantage?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're shooting at or
Yeah.
you're swinging at the one right in front of you, you would have advantage because he's incapacitated currently.
Okay, so to try to hit 11, would that be do I do an advantage to hit it?
Hit
Yes.
the advantage button.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
20
that'll do it. 23 definitely will hit.
So 23 to hit it, and that is 7 points
Nice.
of damage. But because I hit, go over here to Ice Hammer. It's one-handed, so it's let me double check, make sure I am doing this correctly. 1d10 of cold damage on the hit.
Okay.
So let's see. Trying to understand exactly how to do that. I guess that was 9 points of cold damage.
9 points of cold. Yep. Now
Okay.
this thing does sort of take the blow. You get
Okay.
the impression that the cold doesn't affect it quite as much as you thought it might. And so I'm going to take half there.
Okay, and then because of the planar warrior, that's a bonus attack, so I will finish these up first. I'd also after I do that, I'd like to come back around and try to stab him with my sword
Okay.
in the process of that, and that is
Spitting death.
16 to hit.
Just enough.
Yeah.
All right, and 6 extra points.
This is a regular short sword slashing.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
And then with the planar, I'll use that one, and I'll do the 2d8.
Okay.
Well, with the planar warrior, it's the next time you attack on that turn. So it's something you have to do before
Oh, okay.
your attacks.
Okay, well, I'll hold off on that. So then, yeah, I want to, because I'm hurting. I'm not in the best of moods. I want to take the warhammer. You son of a... Bah! Take and...
All right. So two hands. You're gonna like swing, and then pull the sword and
Yeah.
give him one in the side.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. You're beating up the dummy though. He's stunned and sort of just standing there, struggling against the effect that Karis had inflicted, and you just let your frustrations out on this.
Yeah, yeah. And then with the 2-weapon fighting, it says I can add my ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
Okay.
So, which ability modifier is that one for that?
For your short swords?
Yes.
Hey,
It's-
Dungeon Mechanics, thanks for the raid. Welcome, new friends.
If it's Dex, that's an extra 3.
Extra 3. Okay.
Don't usually get to do that, so
Nice.
yeah, I'm not too overly thrilled with him right now.
I'm very disappointed in you, son.
And then I'll just
Alright.
kind of slump back like, oh.
Rennie, you are up.
So, I am grappled with chains, but I'm not I'm restrained, or I'm not restrained.
You are grappled, and so
I can't move, but what can I do?
Yeah, your speed is 0, and you don't get bonuses to speed. Basically that's the only real negative effect to you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take
You're also slightly more than 5 feet away.
I'm gonna attack the chain.
All right.
Ooh.
And I'm going to do that by casting Prestidigitation. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to instead,
polish it
with
nicely.
fast hands, remove a vial of acid and
Okay.
pour it onto the chain where it's
Okay.
at.
Nice.
Since it's wrapped around me, it can't get away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pour it onto the chain and do as much damage as possible with that acid.
All right.
Hopefully this does pretty good damage. It does 2d6 damage to the chain itself, which in this case would be 7 points of acid damage.
All right. Well, 7 points definitely gives it a hard time. It feels that you can see that the chain is weakening. It is kind of smoking a little bit and scorching. You see the acid doing its work. It's putting it. If this were under nicer conditions, it would put actually a nice color to the metal, but it's still kind of affixed and not quite enough to harm it enough to bust loose or anything like that.
Okay, and with my action, I'm going to attack it with a sword of life stealing.
All right.
And let me.
You stolen any life from your sword of life stealing?
No, I gotta get a critical hit before I do that. But everyone counts. And besides that, it still counts as a magical attack. So here we go.
Nice.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, and that now puts 8 damage on the chain.
All right. That one. Are you striking the spot where the acid was, or?
Oh yeah, it's a magical weapon. Can't hurt my weapon.
Yeah. So as you strike and you see kind of the bits of metal glint off this spot that had been slightly weakened by this acid vial, it definitely looks like it is struggling to hold you, still just barely hanging on though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but it's still there. Damn it.
Still there for now. Is that it for you?
That's it for me. I can't move.
Awesome. All right. Thexel, you are up.
All right. Rennie, you okay?
No!
Ah, damn. I'm going to, because we've got such a great opportunity right now, I'm gonna shoot a chaos bolt at one of the stunned people.
Okay.
Because I might as well take advantage while I've got it.
Literally.
Yeah. 24 to
No
hit.
problem. Yes.
All right. And this is just at first level, which is no. What is that? Sorry, this is a weird. Okay, so 8 points of force damage.
Okay. Which one?
To
One or-
number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll move here and then hopefully yank Rennie out next turn. Unless I can do that as a bonus action, but probably not.
As a bonus action, I'd say Unite won't be able to free him.
Mm-hmm. Could
All
I?
right.
Could I use a bonus action to just grab a hold of him? So, like, maybe if this thing tries to move him, it'll have to make, like, a check against me?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You can give him a reassuring pat
Just
on
grab him by, like,
Grabs
back of
behind
the
me, and the
scruff.
first thing I say is, "It's supposed to be the other way around. I'm supposed to use you as a shield, not the other way around."
And take
All
what you're
right.
given.
No.
All right.
I'm
Anything
small.
else for Dexel?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Karis, you're up.
Let's just continue the attacks.
All right.
Let's just attack the one up by Yip.
Okay. And this is your
So-
glaive?
Yeah, the glaive.
Is this a magical weapon or is this just a
No,
glaive?
it's just a normal glaive.
Okay.
We have advantage. I don't have to do it recklessly because they're stunned. No, as well, it's straight up. So 25 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You don't want to try to get another 20?
9 damage.
Okay.
One more attack. 15 to hit.
15 won't quite do it.
All right, and so that misses. And a bonus action, I'm going to unarmed strike. Damn, 12 to hit.
No, not quite. No, he is still stunned. Do you have advantage for that?
Is he
I'm
poisoned?
still poisoned.
Oh, yes, you are. So you neutralized it.
Yeah, so those are my attacks.
Good. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nah, they're unstunned now.
Yes, they are. All right.
I'm trying to save the last two
Yeah.
key points. Did I know? So did I? All right. Yeah, this is the end of my turn.
All right. One moment. Zephyr, you are up.
All right. I'm going to do the same thing. Pluribus Portalis, and my bow will glimmer for a second, and I will fire at number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Fuck.
I know.
The audience has awarded 500 bits for random inspiration to one character.
Hey.
One character.
The DM determines that.
So that is that's part of it. Where's my...
All right. Since you're up, Zephyr, you'll get the inspiration.
Hey!
Nice.
All right. Okay. So it was 9 plus 2, I think.
Okay, 11.
Mhm.
11 won't quite do it.
Oh no, it's damage.
That was damage.
Oh, damage. Okay, so where's the roll? Was there a hit? 21? Yes. Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. So 11 points. At which one? Number 3?
Number 3. Yep, and that's
All
force
right.
damage. All of that. And
Okay.
then this will just be regular with my magic longbow.
Man, nice.
And that'll be piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
Nice.
It's a magical weapon.
And I'm just gonna go here just to get a better angle on some of the other. And then I'm good.
All right. All right. Number 1, freshly recovered from his stun. Angry at Karis for that. But Karis now is in between him and Yip, and so it's going to take a couple of chain attacks on you. Oh, yeah. 13 does not
That's me.
hit.
Me or Yip? That's
To
me
you,
or Yip?
to you, Karis. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
Not
doesn't
even
hit.
close.
Nah.
And then a 23.
23 hits.
All right. Give me a strength check for the grapple.
I have advantage on this because I'm raging. Oh, I did not add in that rage damage.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it'd be like that's fine. Let's see. Advantage is 21.
Okay, yeah, you bust out. It tries to wrap around, but you just kind of flex it out, and it does not find purchase. But you do take 12 points.
Show us that
slashing.
flexing. Flex it out.
Oh.
Come on.
Let's go. Just
Yeah.
12 points of slash, so it gets raging to half that, yeah?
12 points of
12 points of slash coming at you.
Yeah. That's halved.
Halved, yep. All right. And the 3 chains that had been protecting this guy a little bit will also make attacks at you.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. How does this guy work? Yep, another chain attack. 10 doesn't do it. The second chain of the 3, 21.
One hits.
And that's 14 slash to you, so a half again. And then the third chain is a 17.
17 misses.
Oh, so these chains are just trying, and you're just deflecting them. But one does find purchase, and it comes through. The chain that made it one more time with a strength check against the grapple. This chain is going to attempt to grapple you.
17.
So yeah, you again just kind of brush it aside, give it a little bit of a kip away, and you are not.
Way to go, Carries.
Man.
Yeah.
Good show.
Nice.
Good fighting. Good fighting. He's like glaving and Ip Manning at the same time.
To see a dragonborn move so swiftly.
Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, number 2, Chain Devil. He is going to continue his work against Kip. 2 chain attacks.
Yay.
21
Of course.
for 12 slash.
Ow.
And another grapple attempt. So
And
a
that's-
strength save. 11. Oh, you are gonna. He's gonna get you. Yep.
I'm not having good luck.
Not having very good luck. For the second attack, then it is going to. There we go. All right. So for the second one, 17.
It hits.
Oh, for 13 slash. Ow. Ow.
Okay.
It's been okay. Number
I'm just gonna sit
3.
like this for a minute.
Number 3 is going to take another swing with one of his chains. He's still got Rennie wrapped up. And 25.
Ooh.
A 25 gets me.
He just barely hit you, right?
No, it's a chain.
It's a chain. Yeah, it gets pretty good. 16 slash
16
Yep.
points of damage?
of slashing. Yes, 16 points.
Jeez. Alrighty. That
and
hurts.
Then, and then one more time with that same chain, since he's got you with the other one coming around at you. 24. Wow.
24 hits.
For 7 slash. 7 more slash.
Okay, it's only 7. Only 7 points of
Only
sheer
7.
pain. And by the way, I've been hit in the face with a chain before from somebody trying to hurt me.
Oh.
Right in my teeth, too. And let me tell you, it hurts a lot.
It hurts. No, it hurts.
So you see my little gnomish body go. Oh, I'm really mad now.
You hear in your mind, nothing audible is coming from these things, but in your mind you hear a hollow join us.
No way, Carl.
And that will be.
And all you
that
heard is just me randomly going, "No way, Carl!"
Yeah,
'cause you know,
who's
so like-
Carl?
There you go. Yeah, who's Carl? The rest of you hear Rennie just shouting into the. Yep, you are up, sir.
Okay. Well, I now no longer have my ice hammer.
Oh yes.
Can I? How tall are these towers?
The towers were fairly tall. I mean, these are a bit of just guard towers, so they were not as tall as Durlag's tower itself, but tall enough to see the surrounding terrain. And so, a couple of stories.
30.
But now they're,
Am I
broken,
within
so
30
there's-
feet?
How tall are they now that they've been?
This
busted
one
down?
this one has a little bit of a purchase. Like if you wanted to try to climb up there, you could find a spot that maybe would fit you.
Okay. Being grappled, can I Misty Step and ungrapple myself?
Ooh, I like that.
This will be my last second level spell I can use.
I would say that I will allow that. A Misty Step out of a grapple. That's expensive, but nice.
I'm not feeling the greatest. Well, if I'm able to do that, I would like to Misty Step above them, like right there.
Okay, so yeah, so as this partially torn down thing has a bit of wall that just ascends up, I mentioned previously, there's a bit of flooring of a second floor that's left. It's not much, but it is enough for you. Chat given me a good idea. So, what does a Misty Step look like for you? It's verbal only, so.
Let's see. For me, it's one of those. You can go fuck off, and as I say that, I go into a mist and I just float up to where I need to be at. Look down at him, and as a my second attack, I'm going to use my one and only 4th level spell.
Okay. What are you doing?
Which one of these? Let's see. Is everybody grappled out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just Rennie.
Just Rennie.
Just Rennie.
Okay.
Everybody's
So
grappled. I'm just
That also puts
beating on this
number
thing.
3 here at probably the strongest out of everybody here right now.
Not necessarily.
Which one of them
How
is
would
the
you
most
know?
dangerous?
How would you know which one's the most dangerous?
Yeah, how would you know?
Looking at them, which one which one looks to be the healthiest from my vantage point?
From your vantage point, the one that was in front of you, opposed to you, you saw as it got pummeled a bit by Karis, and you saw the one on the backside. Looks like it's gotten a few. It's been feeling a little something from Thexel. Number 3 has gotten a few hits from, and you see some arrows protruding. It's hard to tell, but the one closest to you is definitely the worst off.
Okay, well the one closest to me, just because he's made me mad, I am going to cast my one and only 4th level spell of Banishment.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I want to attempt to send him out of here because he's definitely within 60 feet.
He definitely is. All right.
Looks like he needs to succeed on a charisma saving throw.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so this poor fellow.
Yeah. I'm beating a chain with a sword.
Mm.
I was just thinking, I wish I had this spell.
I looked at it, it's like, you know what? I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I know everybody else is fixing to
I
not
have to
feel
beat?
good. You have to beat a 16.
Oh, not even close. All right, so what does a banishment look like for you?
Let's see. It
You
is.
need all 3 components, or your focus.
So
Get a focus.
I don't know. What is that? BS and M, an item. So what's going to be distasteful for them? I don't know. What would be distasteful for these things?
Happiness and flowers, and I don't know.
So I'm going to look at them with a smile, a happy smile on my face, like, hey, I've won this one. You get out of here.
Nice. All right, so he will in front of you just kind of disappear in that, just like as you disappeared in that misty step. It's going to look very similar. He's just going to kind of collapse in on himself and poof out.
Nice. And so now he's going to banish to a harmless demiplane where he is incapacitated until my spell ends.
All right.
Or the combat is over, I think is what it is.
Remove your grapple.
Unless it's from a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
Which this is.
Yeah,
So the creep-
lucky,
yep.
lucky.
Send one creature
Banish
that
it
you
back
can.
to hell.
I can send one creature that I can see within range to another plane of existence, and he is not native to this one. So,
Gone.
yep. And if it
Gone,
spell-
foul devil.
if that spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space. Otherwise, the target does not return. So, 1 minute.
All right. So you got to hold concentration for the minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm gonna stay my 30 feet in the air.
All right, Rennie.
I'm gonna hack at that chain that's holding me in place.
Nice.
Pretty simple stuff in my case. Here we go.
Nice rhyme.
24.
24 is plenty.
8 points of
8 points.
piercing damage.
All right, so with this one, as you hack at this thing, you can see that it gives significantly under your blows. You said piercing?
Piercing. I literally jam it in, snap it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say with that, this one does just a little bit of a pop, a little bit of a chip, and that link comes free. And the chains just sort of slack on your body. You can slap them off.
Okay. Well, in that case, what I do at that point is I do a quick roll to the side, snatching up my hand crossbow that I had to drop to get out that vial of acid. For the fast hands again as a bonus action to do a bonus action to do that, and I immediately shift over here to fight with Carries, and that is my action.
Okay. Sexel.
Interesting.
Yep, use me as a shield, huh? I think I'll just move myself right back next to somebody who'll actually leverage my capabilities and skills. Not use me as a gnomish buckler.
You made a great meat shield.
How
I'm tiny.
is Karis? Have you been hurt like a little bit?
What?
How have you been hurt? Yeah.
I've been hurt a lot.
I
It doesn't look it, but I've been hurt a lot. Yes.
Okay, cool. I will I'm going to hold my shield very tight in the direction of this chain devil that I'm sure is going to come at me and say, yes, Rennie, of course I care a lot about you, and I would never want to see you hurt. And I cast Mass Cure Wounds. So, I think, I will double check. I think it's up 3 on a base level, but
If you click the spell on your character sheet, it will tell you what it is
oh,
to make your
nice.
life easier.
Well, I do also have a fancy book, but oh, it's up to 6. Oh, sick. Has Zephyr, are you hurt at all?
I'm hurt from the last fight, yeah.
Great. So all of us get 17 hit points back.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And then, which brings me back up to full as well. And then I just brace for impact, I guess.
How many did we get back?
17.
Oh, that's nice.
Was that sarcasm intentional?
Oh, no.
Okay.
How many points did we get back?
Sexels.
No,
How many
never
points did we
mind.
get back?
17.
Oh my gosh, I needed that 17.
It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't sarcastic, but it wasn't like, no, I definitely care about you. And as the only healer in the group,
Of course,
maybe be
you
quiet.
are
Well, not the
valuable.
only healer.
This
Nice.
health points were the reason I decided to Misty Step.
Yeah.
All right. Karis, you are up.
Wonderful. So I noticed that the glaive didn't inflict as much damage as I thought it should, right?
You can see that these blows are striking true, but anything that would hit and you would have expected more just doesn't seem to quite hurt them as much as you think. Just not as effective. And you did see kind of that first fire kind of happen without effect.
Well, sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands, and I plant the glaive, and let's get to unarmed striking. Because as a 9th level monk, my fists count as magical weapons.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
So as they get the lightning surges through the scales, and you see them coalesce more towards the hands and to the feet. So let's get to fighting.
Oh man.
Let's
19.
wait, I'm still poisoned, so it'll be a disadvantage.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Oh.
12 won't quite do it. These
Yeah.
guys are tough.
Disadvantage 10.
Oh no.
Disadvantage does not help. And as a bonus action, just to get some damage, I'll activate my storm aura.
Okay.
So a lightning strike, and Rennie can see it. This 10-foot sphere around me, the weather is different. Storm clouds are rolling in. You're hearing thunder, and a lightning strike. I think it's a D6.
In a
So for
sphere
my
from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can choose.
get
You have to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 15 dexterity.
I do?
Yeah. No. The chain demon.
Okay,
Okay.
Chain Devil.
Yeah, DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, 20.
Nice. So you take 1 damage from lightning.
Worth it.
Worth
Worth
it.
it.
And that's I need to be unpoisoned. That's what I need to do. 'Cause this is not working out. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Oh, it's too bad that Mass Cure Wounds didn't do anything about the poison.
It's too bad, but
It's too bad.
don't
Oh,
worry about it. I'm swinging big hooks next turn.
Yeah.
Get reckless.
All right.
You got this, Carries. You got this.
Zephyr, to you.
I'm watching Carrie struggle again and remembering that he was poisoned last time. So I'm going to run up to him right here and place my hand on his shoulder and cast Lesser Restoration.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Ends the poisoned effect on you.
All right.
Delete.
He's like,
Yeet, yeet, delete.
Undo.
And then I do not like being this close to these guys, so I am gonna take a chance and run. Well, what was that to get here? 25. So right here, just a little bit further away.
Nice. All right. Now, I still have a stun on him. Did I forget to delete that, or did someone else stun him? Karis, did you stun him again?
No, I didn't stun him again. So
All right. He is going to take a shot at Karis. One at Karis and one at Rennie. So this one's to Karis. 22.
22 hits.
All right, that's 9 slash.
So 5.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Then 27 to Rennie.
27 hits.
You can also do this.
I will do
Well.
this.
12 slash.
I'm gonna so make you choke on those chains, you son of a.
And then as he still has the chains, they are going to each also try to make an attack.
Oh gosh.
One more to Rennie. 13.
13 misses. Ha ha!
Ah,
Ding!
that one.
Ow, that hurt.
Ding. And then a 19
I fractured
also to
something.
Rennie.
A 19 does hit.
All right. For 11 slash.
Yeah. Hey guys, I could really use some of that bonus inspiration from the audience. Please don't let me die.
Help!
Or Rennie. Alas. And then the third to Karis, 17.
17 misses.
All right, so that one does not find home. We have our banished fellow, nothing there, and our other chain devil, who is now strangely alone in this space, is going to take a bit of a step forward towards Thexel and whip with the chains.
Yeah, go for it.
15 for the first one.
Misses.
Oh, bad angle, bad rock. Stepped on something, lost footing. Didn't happen. 24 for the second.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah.
Okay. 7 points slashing to you and a strength check for the grapple, please.
Okay. Strength. Technically that'll be +2, so 10.
10? Okay, well, 10 still not quite enough. So the chain
that's right.
finds you and wraps around a little bit, and you are now grappled. No movement.
Well, all right then.
All right. We're now to Yip.
All right. So while I'm up here, I want to go ahead and draw my longbow.
Okay.
And you said, Zephyr, I need to do planar warrior prior to my attack.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna choose enemy number 2 out there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do the planar warrior on it. So
Okay.
I want to make the attempt with my bow, wherever it's at. It is right there. This is a 27 hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And where is this? Would be the 2d8 for us.
Correct.
Plus 14 points of force damage.
It's
Okay.
all force damage.
It's all
It's all
force.
force?
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's 22.
It's all the force damage.
So,
Oh, that takes a nice whack out of this poor fellow.
and then do I get to do the planar warrior? Can I do that more than once?
It's just on the next attack.
Oh,
that you
okay.
make after that. So it's just your first one.
Oh, okay. Well then, while I'm up here, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a normal shot at him
Okay.
Yeah.
for my second attack. It's 23 hit,
23 is plenty.
5 points.
All right. That's piercing.
Yes.
Okay. That's not a magic bow, right? Regular.
No. So I'm up there just. Wah! Wah! Leave her alone.
He answers with a snarl as the arrow poking out of the back. All right. We are back to Rennie.
All right, it's cutting time. So we're gonna go right in with a Slayer sword, or life-stealing sword. Here we go. Does a 14 hit?
14 won't quite do it.
Bonus action, hand crossbow.
All right.
17.
17 will find home.
Yeah.
5 points of piercing damage.
5 points of pierce. All right.
30 points of sneak attack damage.
Nice.
It was a little poke, but man, you hit the artery. Just means.
The first strike with the sword was really just to open him up a little bit, get him to overcommit.
Two hands pushing.
And
All right.
since I have crossbow expert, it lets me do that close range stuff.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah,
that was quite a bit. All
And then
right.
from there, I roll back around to the side of him so that I can immediately refocus attacks if Carries takes him down next turn.
Okay. And you're going out of range, or you're
He can
you're
make
staying
he can
close?
make a reaction attack if he wants.
Yeah,
But that
give it
means
a
he can't make one against Carries next turn too.
True. He doesn't want you to leave. 26.
26 hits.
All right. 8 slashing and the grapple effect.
Oh really? Okay, so I'm grappled right there. Alrighty.
Well, no. You can make the save.
Oh, okay, hold on. At 13. What did he roll?
13 actually does not quite do it. You needed a 14.
That hurt, you son of a... Well, you're already a devil. You're pretty much already there.
All right, Texel.
All right. Oh, they're not quite within 5 feet, are they?
No, this one's not quite in 5 feet.
How hurt does it look?
Oh, it looks.
Do we know?
Well, now that Yip has put a fair bit of hurt on it, it definitely is starting to feel like it's not happy with this situation.
All right, I will try another Chaos Bolt at
Okay.
3rd level.
Okay.
See
Which
if
one?
that'll help. At the one that's
Right.
currently holding me.
Okay.
Um.
And it is holding you at a distance, so. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Okay.
You don't
Oh,
like being
very-
touched.
I do not. Yeah. So yeah, Yip from up on the tower when Yip yells out, leave her alone. Thexel kind of turns around and just goes, yeah, you really should. And shoots this big bolt of energy at them. So there's two extra D6s. So this is 4d8 plus 6d6 because it's a crit.
Holy crap.
And I will say, all right, hold on. This is why I went and got my dice in the break because I wanted
Big
to be able to do this.
Pile of physical dice.
You gotta love it. And then you have to count.
Then you have to count.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's
so,
worth it.
Oh, I still didn't get a I didn't get a jump, but that's all right. So it is 30, 20, 30, 46 points of what was that? Thunder damage.
Holy crap.
So it's
Okay.
In the pain.
big basically like swirling, because you don't know what it's going to be until it hits, so it's this
Okay.
big swirling maelstrom of colors that then goes like invisible right before it hits, and then in this big blaster sound.
Bass drop.
So as that thing, does it like envelop it in this thunderous cloud?
Yeah.
All right. As that cloud then dissipates, this thing is just gone. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like in shock as you vaporize a devil.
yeah.
Where was that the whole time?
It's like the cloud. You see the cloud dissipate, and you just see this like pile of ashy whatever just sort of lumping to the ground.
Oh my god.
And I'm just looking down going, okay. Noted.
Darius, you are anything
Quick
else?
question: Can
Yep.
I cast 2 spells in a turn, or is it just one?
Well, if the one
Action,
spell
bonus
is
action.
Okay,
It's
cool,
gotta be a
great.
cantrip.
In that case, does it have to be a cantrip, or
I believe
can
the
it be-
bonus action.
Yeah, if you're casting a second one, it does have to be a cantrip.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. That's it.
Okay.
That's me.
That's it. All right, Karis. No longer poisoned. The strength returns to your body.
Oh yeah. Let's get let's fight. Let's go. This is gonna be reckless.
Okay.
So big wide hooks. Let's hit him in the face. That's a
No problem.
Ooh.
28 first
So
attack.
close. So close.
Yes.
That is a 7 plus 2, so 9 damage first attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, look at you just
25
thumping him
second
now.
attack.
All right. Yep. No problem with that.
That's 11 damage for that attack. Bonus
Okay.
action is spending a key point for flurry of blows.
Nice.
So that's gonna be a 25.
Okay.
Oh, thank God for advantage.
The Rocky music's playing.
That's 12 damage.
Okay.
Last one is a 21.
Okay.
Good Lord.
So you're
The 12 damage again.
all right. You're at the third blow. You see this thing lose consciousness.
I don't let him go down. I'm gonna finish it out.
How does this fourth blow land to finish this fight?
So wide attacks, I duck in, left hook to the rib. Second attack, right cross. I grab the chains, bring him back up. Knee to the gut, and then uppercut just to take off the head. The gut takes him out. I see the light. He loses the light in the eyes, and just an uppercut to just take off the head, finish it off.
Hell yeah.
The gut punch doubles him over to bring the head just down enough for the angle and the strike, and yeah, this head comes clean off.
And I roar.
Yeah. And the body just slumps forward without its head into a heap.
Hell yeah.
That's how you take him out.
Oh,
Breathing heavily.
gosh.
And I look around for the other two, and it just.
No, not me. Not me. Whoa. Easy, big fella.
And as you look around, you see this pile of ash with a cloud dissipating, and not even a sign of the former third chain devil, as he's still banished. Yip, concentrating hard to maintain that condition, so we don't see that guy again, and that will end our combat.
Yes.
And our session.
Aw.
Well,
Hey, we've got a time limit, so
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah. Thank you so much for doing this today, Vincent. That was very fun of you.
a lot of fun. And
Yes.
embarrassing
That was
how effective these characters are. Thexel with the chaos roll. Paris just full Neo.
Right?
I know kung fu. Right.
Show
All
me.
right. So, well, now that that's completed, join us next week, Saturday, same time, 12 noon Eastern, and whatever that translates to local. What time is that New Zealand time, Ruby?
Oh, when we start,
Yeah.
is technically 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Ruby is dedicated. What can we say? She really loves her
Yeah.
games of D&D.
Stay up late.
Yeah. So, and you guys can also check us out on Discord. Our Discord is live. There should be a link to it in chat. If not, hold on. I think that just me mentioning it may cause someone to put in the magic code word that will drop it up. And at that point, guys, Discord is in chat. Join us in Discord. Come on in, talk to us, hang out. Is there? Oh, and we've got a giveaway. Hold on a second. Let's see who won the giveaway.
While we're doing that giveaway, let's introduce the cast one more time.
Yeah,
Let's
go
start
for
with
it.
Karis.
Karis, hi guys, I'm Sid. I've been playing Karis Stormbolt, Dragonborn Monkbarian. Having fun. You can find me on Twitter at _Sundance
Right, and Ruby.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I've been Thixel Honore. And you can also find me on Twitter at Ruby_Kim.
All right, Rooster.
Hey, I'm Noon Rooster on Twitter. I'm playing Yip Klafiki. And yeah, I'll see you next Saturday.
All right. Ella.
I am the Geeky Seamstress. I play Zephyr, Horizon Walker Ranger. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Geeky Seamstress. I'm having a sale right now, so make sure to get over to my socials and check it out. And I will see you guys here same time next week.
All right, and Reed.
Hey, I'm Reed, also known as @WarriorStreak on all the cool socials that I'm on. Twitter, Instagram, all the other ones that are Facebook. I'm sure you can find me there too. I am not on TikTok, although I should be, but I just don't have the patience to make something that's only 15 seconds long. But anyway, I am on the Games Tavern behind the scenes in a lot of cases, and I'm also on Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction as the Dungeon Master. So come on out and see us as that show launches on Thursdays sometime later this April. So what else is going on? That's it. Check us out next week. What else you got, Vince? Give us a closeout here.
Yeah. So do we want to talk about the charity coming up?
Oh,
in
yeah.
May?
Well, for the month of May, we've got our charity for No Kid Hungry. Sign-ups for that can be located in our Discord as well as numerous places on social media. And if you want to send me a private message or a DM in any of those forums or even on social media, I will be happy to get you the links you need to help out that charitable activity. It's a mega charity super stream that we do. We have a lot of famous people already in store for it, as well as quite a few other streamers that we're very happy to work with and have worked with many times as part of the family for our charitable events. So excited. But definitely come check it out this May.
All right, and then we'll draw the stream to a close. Thank you everybody for joining, and the raids, awesome raids.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
So
you
happy
very
for that.
much.
And congratulations to Kerflops, who won the
Yeah, he
giveaway.
did. Yeah.
Hey,
He, she,
Yeah,
Congratulations.
They did, yes. All righty, gang.
All right.
Take care,
Thank you,
everybody.
everyone. Are we
Hey,
doing
thank
a
you.
raid?
Next time.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.